Evening, everyone. How you all doing? I'm on my own tonight. I'm waiting for a couple of guests to come in, or at least one guest to come in with me tonight. Just waiting for them. Have a look in the comments, see who we've got in. I've got Stephen Roberts saying, "Hi, gang. It's great to have you back." Yes, it's great to be back, even if it is England this time. And have we recovered from the Euros with England? And how's it going to be tonight? How are you all feeling? Post in the comments tonight. Do you think we're going to win? Do you think we're still going to have a hangover from the Italy game? Let me know what you think. Have you heard the squad news as well? Let me know what you think of the squad tonight, the team tonight, for tonight. We've not got Jane tonight. She's off in Polton. She's at a camera meeting, so she's not here tonight. She has given me some fun facts about Hungary for us to do as well tonight. So Eugene McGee says, what do you think of Cristiano Ronaldo becoming the all-time men's international goal scorer with his 110th goal last night against the Republic of Ireland? I think it's amazing. Can't stick him, but I think it's amazing. Don't like him, as you know. Don't like the winker, but there you go. Yeah, it's brilliant. Eugene McGee thinks we'll beat Hungary 6-0. And he also asked, what do I think of Blackpool signings in the transfer deadline day on Tuesday? I think it's all right. I think we've done quite well. I was kind of excited about the midfielder from Oxford that we didn't get, unfortunately. The lad from Milton Keynes, Don, sounded quite good as well. We didn't get him either. 2 deals that fell through, I believe, on the last day. Still think we could have done with a bit of a tall striker, to be honest. It's the one thing. Hopefully Gary Medina will be back. If not, we're a bit light on height up front for me. Right, so let's go to the comments. Anybody else? Steve Huntley says, hi Lee, how are you? I'm actually fine. I'm hoping England play well tonight, and so I can get the Italy final out of my head, because it's still there. Eugene McGee says, ABBA are back again now with a new 10-song album and a virtual concert. Yeah, I do believe there's some sort of virtual thing going down in London, isn't there? Let's see if I can find the team news for tonight. Let's have a quick look on Twitter, and then we can go through it. Just give me 1 sec. Have a look for the team news. Okay, so here is the team news for you. At number 1, we've got Jordan Pickford. At number 2, we've got Kyle Walker. At number 3, we've got Luke Shaw. At number 4, Declan Rice. Number 5 is John Stones. 6 is Harry Maguire. Jack Grealish starts, which is good for me. Calvin Phillips is in at 8. Harry Kane is in at number 9. Raheem Sterling and Mason Mount. On the subs bench, we've got Kieran Trippier. Sam Johnson as the goalkeeping cover. Jordan Henderson, Tyrone Mings, Connor Cody, Bukayo Saka, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jesse Lingard, Reece James, Jude Bellingham, Nick Pope, another goalkeeper, and Patrick Bamford. What do we think of that? Steve Huntley says, got me on commentary rather than the TV. I am watching it on TV as well, so you're quite welcome to watch it on TV. Join the comments with me and let me know how you think as the game goes on. Right, we're just looking at Hungary at the moment. I won't bother even trying to pronounce any of those. I think that's easy if I don't. So we've got Pickford and goal. We've got left back Shaw, Maguire and Stones and centre. Walker as right back. We've got Rice and Phillips as a sort of defensive two. Then we've got Grealish, Mount and Sterling as a sort of a front three. I suppose they'll be moving backwards and forwards, and Kane as a centre forward. I'm fine, Phil. What's their name? So what do you all think of this team? Let me know. Post in the comments below. What do you think of their team tonight? Do you think that's okay? Gareth Southgate is going to be playing with great discipline, he says, keeping the ball all night. So I suppose more of the same, are we? Are we more of the same from Gareth? Going to be more sort of just holding onto the ball and not attacking like we did against Italy? Have you guys got over the Italy game yet? I'm still seething over the way we played in that game. I thought we started off fantastic and then just stopped playing and just let them get back into the game. Steve Huntley says, I hope that Kane plays better than the Euros. Yes. Don't we all? They can't play any worse than that, can he, really? Oh, hang on. Okay, we've got Craig coming in now. Let me just add him into the stream. Right. Good evening, Craig. How you doing?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Lee. How you doing, mate?
I'm really good. Have you seen the team? Right.
I have, yes, yeah. No Saka.
Just before we carry on, this is Craig Beasley, by the way. If anybody doesn't know who you are, I didn't introduce you. He is a YouTuber who is a Bournemouth YouTuber, aren't you, Craig? So just tell us tell everybody your channel, and then if people want to go over and subscribe to your channel, what's it called?
So it's called UTC IAD, which stands for Up the Cherries in All Departments. So what we normally do is do opposition previews, do raw reaction videos as well after some of the games. And we've had some interviews as well. We had Luther Blissett on, we had Harry Redknapp as well. So we've had some good guests so far, and hopefully we should have quite a few more coming on soon.
Good. It's a good channel, isn't it? I was on his channel a couple of weeks ago, wasn't I, as well? Which, before the Bournemouth game. It was. I suppose you were expecting to win that one. You were putting the fear of God into me before that game. To be honest, I thought we were going to get absolutely battered by Bournemouth, and it wasn't the case, was it? Blackpool played quite well, especially in the second half.
They did. Yeah, they did, and that's the. We spoke about it, Lee, before the game, didn't we? That is the pleasure of the Championship, that any team can beat any other team on their day. It's not a closed shop like the Premier League. If Man City's playing anybody.
No, it's not. It's a tough old league, and it's a tough old league to get out of as well. If you're watching this stream, by the way, folks, and you want to kind of be in sync with us, we are showing 20, 38, 48, 20, 38, 49, 20, 38, 50 at the moment. The referees are stood in the tunnel with the players behind. The linesmen are there. And we're coming up to, I'll tell you when we get to 20. Right, referees are walking forwards, and it's 20:39 now. So if you want to get your stream in sync with us, then that'd be really good. And then you're not ahead of us or whatever, and we're telling you stuff that you've already seen. Right, just go to the comments, a little few here. We've got Rory Lee says he needs this game to have a chance to get over the final, to be honest. Are you feeling the same there, Craig? Are you feeling that you need this to get that out of your system? I certainly do.
Yeah, I think so. The final was disappointing. First half an hour we played really well. We did speak about this on the channel, didn't we? And first half an hour, and then we just went very defensive. Italy grew into the game. It was a scrappy goal, a scrappy equaliser, and the penalties. Well, it was it was incredibly disappointing, because when you think Jadon Sancho took one, young player, Saka taking the fifth one, I think was. A manager should really be able to say to the players, right, okay, you're taking one. Like the likes of John Stones, Jack Grealish, those sort of players should have been the players that stepped up to the mark. Raheem Sterling. And it should be up to the manager who takes those penalties. I think what he did was say, right, who fancies one? And the young players, full of confidence, probably said, oh, yeah, I'll have one. And in a game of that magnitude, it's always going to be. It's such a risk to do that.
It was a crazy risk. We're just doing the national anthem at the moment, so God save the Queen. If you're all singing there at home, you're singing in your mind there, Craig, aren't you?
I certainly am. Yeah.
Eugene McGeever tells us that DCL is not playing tonight because of a broken toe. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that at all. No.
Michael Stewart Haig is here. Hello, Michael. He's saying, evening, Lee. In the box of toys we trust. 3-0 to the Roaring Lions he's going for. I'd take that right now. That'd be really good.
I think this is going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a tough game, because remember, this Hungary team pushed Germany all the way. I know Germany got over the line and managed to get out of that group, but there was points where it looked like this was going to be the round of 16 game.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be, but it shows that they've got a lot of quality. And I watched that game as well, that Germany-Hungary game, and they do possess quite a bit of quality. They do possess quite a bit of quality. Probably not the sort of Hungary teams that I remember from when I was just a very young kid. You know, the Hungary teams they had a lot of talent, you know, even further back than that.
Well, like Puskas and all that sort of stuff, they beat England, didn't they? Surprisingly, I mean, he was an amazing player. Luke Turton just pops in the chat just to say that evening, all hoping for a win tonight and hopefully more attacking than Forest have been this season. I may make it on at half time, not sure yet. He was supposed to be coming on now, but something's cropped up. So hopefully we'll get Luke in for you at half time if he can make it. If not, no problem, Luke. We can cope, can't we? I think with this, Craig.
Yes, yeah, we can cope.
Have you seen the team sheet, Craig? Have you, obviously Jordan Pickford in net. Happy with that one?
Yeah, I think that picks itself at the moment. Aaron Ramsdale, of course, former Bournemouth goalkeeper. He's got a lot of talent. He's gone to Arsenal with Sheffield United in between.
Right.
Last season, I think it was always going to be a struggle. He has a lot. I think Sheffield United just fell off a cliff. There's that second season syndrome, isn't there, that they mention in the Premier League. Luckily, we wasn't we didn't suffer that ourselves, but I think he's a very, very talented goalkeeper. You know, I think he's definitely one for the future. But I think Jordan Pickford, you've got to go with him. He didn't do badly at all in the Euros. I think he was very, very good. He's a bit shaky for Everton, leading up to the tournament, which of course added some doubts. But when we got there, I thought he did very, very well. And can you think, Lee, of any times where you thought, all right, he could have done better there?
Kicking, really. I think that's the only thing with him. It's just his kicking is always a little bit worrying. He does panic a little bit, doesn't he, under pressure with his kicking sometimes. But apart from that, he saved 2 penalties as well, didn't he? You know, he should have bloody won us the World Cup, the Euros, to be honest, shouldn't he? You know, keeper makes 2 saves and you'd expect to win it, but unfortunately the penalty takers let him down. Just quickly, Stephen Roberts, I put it up there. He said, I got over his Italy game 5 minutes after. Always knew it wasn't happening. After the World Cup, no bloody chance either. So let's not have months of it's coming home. It's boring now. Do you think this is a song we should stop singing because it doesn't bring us any luck, does it? It may probably be one of the greatest football songs of all time, but I think it just winds all the other countries up against us, doesn't it? And they all don't want it coming home. So I don't know if it's just a thing that goes against us now.
Leading up to the Euros, I think it was seen as a bit of a joke for everybody else. As soon as we got getting closer and closer, and I think ahead of that Denmark game, people, other countries jumped on it, and it's like, oh, this is annoying now. England's always saying this. England thinks they've got a divine right to win competitions, which we haven't. At the end of the day, we haven't won it since 1966.
Just quickly, we've just kicked off, by the way. I don't know. Have you kicked off there?
Yeah. I'm a little bit behind, I think. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit behind.
So we've just kicked off, right. England are playing in blue. And they're kicking towards my sort of left as I'm looking at the screen. It's going left. And Hungary have started off. They kicked off and they still got the ball, but we pushed them all the way back. Oh, they're going all the way back to the goalkeeper. So England push them back. Right, long goal kick, and it's just going to go all the way through to Pickford. So that's nice and easy.
I still haven't kicked off.
What are you watching? What are you watching on?
I'm watching it on ITV Player. But I'm wondering.
Right,
let me see if I can.
Regular ITV here.
Yeah, let me see.
If you're on the player, you're going to have a lag and you're going to be behind me all the time. So
I do apologise as well. If there's any background noise, the air show's kicked off this weekend.
There's nothing coming through. Right, England have the ball on halfway, out to the left wing. Grealish inside to Harry Kane. He puts it out to the wing, picked up on the wing. Walker's going to pick it up. Yes, coming down the wing. Right, plenty of space. Now I have to check back. And England go back as we tend to do, back into the centre circle.
What time are you on, Lee?
Stones puts it on. I'm on 1 minute 17.
I'm on 1:14 now, so yeah.
Right, okay, so you're not too far behind.
Yeah, not too bad.
I don't know if I can pause that maybe to. I've not got the just trying to get the click and see if I can just pause it for a second.
Yeah.
And then we're right. Just one sec.
Okie doke.
Right, okay. Click. Let's see if I can get this sorted.
So
you're on. You're on what now?
140. Yeah, 145. Just
145. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I'm on 155 now. Is that about right?
Yep. 157 now. Yeah, so we're in sync. There we go. Look at that. Tech wizardry for you, Lee.
The technology of the buttons.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
Stephen Roberts is saying, Craig, who do you follow, lad? So
it's AFC Bournemouth, the Super AFC Bournemouth. So yeah, started the season very, very well. Got that draw against West Brom. Went up to Forest, and I think we got to be honest now. I think they're a poor Forest side. I think Chris Hughton, he's very lucky to still be in. He's in trouble. Yeah,
I'm surprised he's not gone.
Then beat Birmingham.
And then you met the mighty Blackpool, and the wheels have come off of it.
Yeah, they have.
Hecker is here saying hi. Do I remember him? I think yes, I do. Hecker. Anton Moraes is here as well. He's from South Africa and he's an England supporter. Nice to have you with us. Stephen Roberts says, Lee, did you hear the PNA game live on Sky but staying for a 3 p.m. kickoff on? I didn't, but that's fantastic. It's on Sky. I will be there. Obviously, we're thinking of doing corporate for that one. Right, get back into the England game. England, just back to
Harry Maguire.
Yeah, Maguire's got it, hasn't he? Is he going to go? No, he's bringing it forward. He's got plenty of time on the ball. Patrick Martinossi says, "Can you watch this for free?" We can in England. It's on just like terrestrial TV, normal, what we call ITV over here. So it's free to watch. Obviously, loads of people will be watching it at home, but the idea of these things is if you're watching it, you can watch along with us and comment on the game if you want to. Comment on how you think England doing. Right.
I think Luke Shaw's made that left-hand side his own as well during the Euros.
He was probably one of the best players, wasn't he, in the final, to be honest? And it was a great goal from him as well, wasn't it? It's just a shame.
Yeah, it was an outstanding goal. Well worked.
Right, long ball across. Whoa. Picked up on the edge of the box. Sterling. Go on. Oh, chance here. Jack Grealish. No, over the bar. Over the bar. Okay, Ibrahim Kanjeng is saying, is that where you can watch it on that SRV2 Sports Live US? I think he's giving a link there. Okay, thank you. Don't need 10 million of them. Eugene McGeever says it's now Estonia 1, Belgium 0. That's a bit of a shocker.
That's a bit of a shock, yeah.
Wow. Right, we've got England. Right, we're 4 minutes 53 seconds in. If you're watching this, there will be a bit of an internet lag, so you may just have to pause your stream to get in sync with us. England have got a throw inside the Hungary half. Yeah, sure, it's taking it. So far, it's just been a little bit even Stevens. Nothing much has happened. England do look the more dangerous, though, I've got to say.
Just moving forwards again. It's
that's
a bad
scoreboard. Yeah, I could put the scoreboard up. Let's see. It's gonna have Jane's name on it. She's not here, so never mind. We'll just I'll get the scores on. For those that are joining in, it is there 0-0 at the moment.
Excellent.
So. Thank you for reminding me. I always forget to put the scores up. It's a thing. It's a thing.
I'll be honest. I don't know how to do that myself.
Thank you, Stephen.
I've never done one of these watch-alongs, actually, Lee.
Okay, well, just basically, I tend to comment. If I'm commenting and you're talking, it doesn't matter. You can just carry on rabbiting on it. If anything exciting happens, right? England. Right, we've got a free kick just on the halfway line. He was a bit slow there, the referee. He wasn't going to give it, and then he did give it, didn't he? I think on the second phase of that foul. Right, England have the ball again in the Hungary half. Lots of boos coming from the Hungarian fans. Oh, go on.
Oh,
right,
Raheem Sterling, fantastic.
Chance out. Oh, beautiful ball.
Grealish, go on.
Short Grealish on that one. Nearly found Mount. Right, so it's like it's a corner to England, is it? I think it's a corner.
Yep.
Sweden 1, Spain 1. Just didn't give it enough, did he?
No,
right,
I think
corner to England. That doesn't look like that's in the area. If you, that's just not in the D, is it?
No, it's just out. It's just outside, but we'll take it, Lee. We'll take it. But it goes in.
Right, gonna come in.
Oh,
header.
No. I
think
that was Maguire, wasn't it?
Maguire got to it, but it's over the bar. So let's have a look. It looks like it's Maguire. Yes, Maguire, and it's just over the bar. Gets up well though.
Yeah, very well.
He does get to corners. I wish Blackpool had a player like him who could get to corners all the time. Yeah, he just gets under it slightly. Never mind. It's all good stuff.
I think it's a promising start.
Tim Roberts says that Lee and Jane's watch-alongs got us through a tough year away from Bloomfield. They're the stuff of legend. As for the conversation, who knows where it will go? Exactly, who knows where it will go? Yeah. We're not got Jane here tonight, so probably won't be talking about makeup or beer. I don't know the stuff that she does to talk about.
Well, I don't know anything about makeup. You can probably tell. But...
Jane normally takes it. We either talk about sweets or something happens normally if the game's not too good. She normally starts singing songs or something. But tonight she's not with us. She's gone to a camera meeting, campaign for Real Ale sort of thing in Polton in Blackpool. Right, Blackpool. England have a throw-in on the far side, midway through the Hungary half. Yes, talking about beer is good. In fact, do we all like beer, or are we cider people, or?
Oh yeah,
guys, yeah. You like a beer, Craig? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Do you know what, Lee? The one beer I'd absolutely love them to bring back though is Kronenberg Blanc. Right, the amount of that I drank. It's a white beer. It's really fruity. It's amazing. I think you can still get it abroad, but for some reason they've stopped selling it over here. In the uni days, I was drinking loads of it, but yeah, it's something that they seem to have stopped. But I think the closest alternative. Have you ever seen Leffe?
Oh, I have seen it. Never tried it.
That's really nice, and Hogarten as well. I think that's how you say it, Hogarten.
Hogarten, yeah.
Yeah, Hogarten. The white beer is really, really nice. Always quite fruity.
Jane likes the sort of the craft beer. She's really into craft beer, so she likes things like that, like chocolate pudding beer with.
Nice.
She likes all that sort of stuff. There's some really weird one, apple pie beers, and I know there's tons and tons of these craft beers with some amazing flavors. She likes all that sort of stuff.
I tried a chili beer once. That was disgusting.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of chili, if I'm being honest. Right, I would say so far, Craig. I don't know about you, but England look very much in control of this game at the moment. We're just retaining the ball, really nicely, to be honest, and we're just kind of camped inside their half.
I think we're managing it well.
Yeah, coming down the right side. Grealish gets another throw into England, just almost level with the penalty area on the far side. Anthony Moraes says that South Africa has some nice wines as well. It does have some very nice wines in South Africa. Harry Mogg is here now. He'll be happy. He's a Bournemouth fan, so he's in for you, I think. Harry,
I recognise the name. The name.
He's a Bournemouth fan. He was telling us we were going to get stuffed by Bournemouth. Oh, this guy, Zephyrus, I'm going to have to just put you on timeout there, sir, because you're just spamming the channel. And I can't keep up with the comments if you do that. So I'll put you on timeout for now. Thank you. If you just want to post it the one time. All right, Luke's coming in. He's here. Okay, we got our other guest. Luke has arrived. Luke Turton talks football. Good evening, Luke.
Hello, Luke.
Evening.
How are you doing? Looking good there.
I'm good. I was trying to find my light box, but I found it and it's flat.
You look great, mate. It's all right. We can see you. You sound great. Like the background there going on. Bit of light in the background. Good. Superb. Have you been watching it so far, Luke?
Half and half. I mean, we're definitely in control of the game so far.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? We really are. Harry Mugg says, how are we doing so far? I think we're all completely in agreement there that England are bossing this game at the moment.
Let's face it, it's been a lot more entertaining than I've watched so far this season. So
yes, you're good for it. Luke, by the way, is a Forest fan. If you haven't subscribed to me, he's Turton Talks Football. And he's probably a young and upcoming YouTuber who is going to rise to big things. Sorry, this is over your face at the moment, so just because it's a big one. Craig is talking to Craig. This is Stephen Roberts. Honestly, over a year, we've gone from sweets to pies via hair tips, holiday days, why, and pretty anything not to do with football. He said it's a goal when at best it's a corner. That does happen. I do sometimes think it's going in, and I go, it's a goal, and it's not. We clear it off the line or something. So yeah, so I am guilty of fearing the worst when the ball's heading towards the net. So people know me. Right, offside.
That was offside.
Yeah, offside. Unfortunately,
it was marginal though, very marginal, I think.
So Hungary have a goal kick, which they have just taken now, taking it short out to the left wing. Knocked forward, headed forward by England, picked up by Hungary, and Hungary have the ball. To rapturous applause from their own fans, but they lose it straight away. England get it back. This is, I can feel there's a frustration in the Hungarian crowd already. They're getting a little bit antsy, aren't they?
Yeah, well intercepted by Shaw there as well.
Ironic cheers when they've actually picked up the ball there, so Jack Grealish wins a free kick. He's very good at winning free kicks, isn't he?
Yeah.
Eugene McGee was saying to Luke, what do you think of the Nottingham Forest season so far, Luke? Are we best not to go there? Is it gonna stress you out talking about Forest, or
it could be better? I mean,
remind people where you are. Actually, for those that are not from England, where are Nottingham Forest in the Championship at the moment?
We are bottom of the table, I believe.
Rock bottom, yeah.
With one point, which we got last week. We basically mirrored the start to the season before with 4 straight defeats.
Right.
We somehow this time seem to be sticking with the manager instead of getting rid of him.
Yeah.
But
do you think it's time for a change, Luke? Surely it's got to be time for a change.
Ball. England into the box. Just 1 second. Harry Kane. Oh, chance. Cleared off the line, more or less. That was a chance there. Sorry to interrupt you. Carry on, Luke. I will interrupt you if there's anything exciting going on.
Yeah, to address Craig's question, personally, yes. I think the style of play that we are currently attempting to play, I think has gone out of the game. We are very much a try not to score many goals, but also if you go 1-0 down,
yeah,
it's then let's not concede another goal, which invariably
you do damage limitation. Then a damage limitation exercise in every game. Is that what you're saying? Is that how it is? You sort of like just damage limitation. Would it be fair to say where you're just trying not to get beaten by more than one? That's not a very good way.
I think the trouble with it is, as well, is you look at the game against Bournemouth where they had David Brooks sent off. We still then played with 2 defensive midfielders up until about the 84th minute and then made an attacking change, which only happened because us as the fans were screaming for it to happen for about 10 minutes. Then you go to the game on the Wednesday after and we're losing, I think it was, and our goal then came from us then telling the team to go forward because otherwise they'd just be sat in front of the goal.
Sounds a bit of a nightmare, Luke, there. I'm saying. So somebody's actually saying, thank you very much for letting us finally have Jordan Gabriel, though. We are thankful to Forest for that. And I don't know if you saw the little video with him popping out of the box that they did. It was quite good. Because they had a box a few weeks ago and people saying, is Jordan Gabriel in there? And so jokingly, the club did a little spoof where they opened the box and in the box was Jordan Gabriel. So as a reply to that.
Well,
I thought it was quite funny.
The thing is on Jordan Gabriel is I don't think we ever were going to keep Jordan Gabriel because we've got a lad called Finn back. Now, already, and no disrespect to Gabriel, he'll do amazing for you guys.
Yeah.
But for us, I think we saw back as a better prospect.
Right.
We did it with Arvin Apaya.
It's just a shame you didn't really let him have him in the summer. You know why you've messed about with it so long, and just because he obviously wanted to come here. You know,
but Lee, the thing is, this is Forest all over. We waited until the last day of the transfer window to bring in 4 players.
Yeah,
and
you do everything late.
We waited till.
But they had to come. His little daughter was, his little daughter who's 3 or something, was in the Forest End singing Seasiders because she'd been here for so long. That's the only song she knew. So he had to stop her singing apparently. She was singing Seasiders.
The other thing that hindered the Gabriel deal moving was we didn't bring in our CEO until the start of August.
Right. Okay.
So. In that case, we couldn't really do a lot. We didn't really know what was going on or anything.
England have picked up a loose ball here.
Mason Mount on it. Sure.
We've had to go back, but we just picked up a loose ball then from. I don't know what happened there. It was a misstrayed pass from the Hungarian defender, wasn't it? Just straight to an England player, just outside the box. But we're back at halfway, which is where we seem to like to play our football, England, isn't it? On the halfway line.
That's a step further forward than Forest. We play kind of just in front of the box, so it's still an improvement in my opinion.
Yeah, Stephen Roberts says, "Got to say, Craig, it's between you and Fulham for the title. Though we'll do Fulham next Saturday. Do you a favour. He reckons we're going to beat Fulham." Nick Muller saying Ipswich rule. I'm not quite sure where they rule. Probably where do they rule? Norfolk, is that it? They don't seem to rule very far if they do rule.
I think the good thing with ourselves,
he'd be very lucky to be promoted. He doesn't reckon Bournemouth are going to get promoted.
I think we've got some really promising youngsters coming through. Ibsen, Rossi, Zamora, Jaden Anthony, Mark Travers, who's we've had Nyland, who's come in, and he's kind of taken the #1 spot at the moment. Which was a little bit unfair on Travers, to be fair. And Gavin Kilkenny, but we have bought in Jamal Lowe, Christie as well. That's a very good signing. Very confident with that, and we've managed to keep hold most of the first team players from last season. Jefferson Lerma, Steve
England on
Cook.
The attack again. Grealish into the box. Grealish gets it back. Ball back. Chelsea Kane. Over the bar. Harry Kane over the bar. Flipping it, Kane.
I would just like to mention I'm slightly ahead of you guys by about 5 seconds.
I was, but I paused it just for 5 seconds to get level with Craig who's behind. So if you want to just pause for 5 seconds, you'll get level with us.
What I'll do is I'll pause it at half time. So then we can try and catch up, or just a few minutes before.
Well, it's literally, if you just count 5, you'll be level with us. If you just pause it, because I had to count 5 seconds. So if you just,
I'm currently on normal TV, so I'll have to try and switch.
Can you not?
Got a throw on here in a good position.
Yeah,
we've wasted it, haven't we?
Yeah, right. Hungary are on the attack, coming down the left. Number 20, I don't know what his name is. I couldn't tell you his name, so apologies to any Hungarian fans. I don't know the names, but easily picked up. Yeah, we're just making these at the moment look like a bunch of duck eggs, aren't we? Really, if I'm being honest.
The good thing is we do. This England side now manage the games. In the Euros, we managed pretty much every game, apart from the final. Even against Denmark, we went 1-0 down, but we come back into it with patient. We took our opportunity.
We played so well for those. Once we got to the qualifying. Past the qualifying stages, and got into the meat of it. We were just playing so well, weren't we? And I don't know why we just played like we did in the final, but I can't keep going on about it because it'll just wind me up. Eugene McGeever is saying Italy 1, Bulgaria 0. Harry Mogg says he'll be happy with the top 10 finish with Bournemouth.
I think
it
we
looks like you're
should.
progressing and getting better towards the end of the season. Apparently, so you've got a lot of like young kids in, have you?
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with just top 10. I think playoffs at the very least. But we've still got Steve Cook. Yeah, we might have sold Dan Juma, but Jefferson Lerma, Premier League player, Lewis Cook, quality player, very injury prone. So we've got a lot of players to come back. Stanislas has just come back now. He, again, a very injury prone player, but a lot of talent there. So I would hope, I said at the start of the season it would be West Brom that would win it, but we'd finish second, and I'd be happy with that. I think Fulham look good though. I know that somebody did mention earlier on that Fulham is between us and Fulham. Oh, here we go.
No,
too much
too
pace
long
on it
from Grealish. There, nearly gets through to Shaw there, doesn't he? Shaw just.
Here's another question as well, just to throw out about the final. Sorry to bring it up again, but had we started Grealish, do you think we would have been talking about a different story? Because I think Grealish does bring a different dimension to our game completely.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but every time he gets the ball, you can feel your sort of like excitement level raise. You're kind of expecting something to happen. Just every time he's on the ball, he either does something or he gets a free kick, or It's just so exciting on the ball, and
he's creative, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I think we should have started with him. I don't know why he didn't. He bottled it for me.
You see, I don't think there was much in it, which is why it went to penalties.
I got to disagree with that, though. To be honest, I think first half an hour, I think we was all over them. If we had kept that intensity up for the 90 minutes, I think we would have won that game in the 90 minutes.
We didn't keep any intensity up. In fact, I don't think we didn't do very much in the second half, did we? We came back into it in the extra time a bit more, but I say the whole thing was just a farce, wasn't it? The penalties were a farce. They were just stupid. I've said it loads of times. If we'd have been Italy and they'd have been England and they'd have done what we did, we'd have been laughing our socks off now, wouldn't we? How we won the Euro final. We'd have been like, what the heck was that? Wouldn't we? Thanks for giving us the trophy, boys. And I'm sure they just feel exactly the same way.
Well, after the first two penalties,
down. I don't know. I didn't see this. What's happened? He's down. There's two Hungarian players down. What's happening? They're bringing us a trainer on. I think I'll let you know if you show a replay of what happened. Did he just go down? Hang on, let's have a look. He comes in here.
I think he's.
Oh, he's hitting the.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's just hitting the goalie. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yes, he's just taken one for the boys in his bit, so he's all right. It's not an injury. It's just.
I think the first two penalties were sensible enough, and we was ahead after those first two. After that, I think it should have been Sterling, Stones. For the fifth one.
Oh, probably Grealish. He said he wanted to take one. They've interviewed him tonight. But the thing was, for Raheem Sterling, I don't know what he did with that penalty. It was a sort of a mad idea that he had. I don't know why he suddenly came up with that ridiculous dancing thing he did and then hit the post. But if that had gone in, the pressure's all on them then, isn't it? It's that not going in, then them getting one and, it's just put all the pressure on us, then missing the next one. And we just blew it, didn't we? Completely blew it.
Yeah, it was just so disappointing.
It was hard to. It was hard to watch. And it was hard. I was doing a live watch along, and it was terrible. And I had a massive rant after it. I had to delete some of it because I was swearing like you wouldn't believe. I was so angry.
And the following day down here, when you're in football, you have those moments where it's utter disappointment, and then you get the weather to mirror that. It absolutely tipped it down here.
Just to like rub it in.
Literally, I got out the car. I was drenched by the door by work, so had to change the top and the bottoms as well. Nobody else could bloody get in. It was just a miserable day.
Yes, it was a miserable day, weather-wise and everywhere. It was awful.
Well, that's World Cup.
And Jane's one of these people that simply refuses to talk about. Oh, he's back again, isn't he? I'm just gonna have to block him because I don't need this all the time. And sorry, it's just like I'll just block you because you do me head in now. I don't need to keep seeing that. Thank you very much. It's just too much. Instead of just post it once, you have to post it 50 times. Yeah, so Jane simply doesn't like to talk about football. You know, it's when it's finished, she's had enough, and I'm one of these people that goes on and on and on and on and on. So she just tends to ignore me most of the time. But I like somebody to whinge along with, really. You know what I mean? I find I need to air it out. So that's why I do. Sometimes I do live streams after talking about it.
I've been having to do that a lot lately.
Yeah, it's good to. You just need to get it out of your system, don't you? It's no good just bottling it up and not talking about it. You've got to talk it out. It's just get rid of it. Just it festers with me. You know what I mean? I just honestly, Jack Grealish, he's such a good player, and
he is.
I don't know the way he has his socks so low down though. I do worry for him. I do worry if he gets a hard tackle or something. It's just without the shin pads there. You need that protection, don't you? If I was his mum, I'd be telling him to wear his shin pads a bit higher.
But it's just the creativity he brings. He's aware of exactly where everybody is on the pitch. He can turn on his man as well.
Yeah.
That's, he's an all-round. Would you say he's better than Gascoigne?
I'll say he's got potential to be. Definitely. I mean, Gascoigne was a special player that just unfortunately had that just terrible injury that, just ruined it all for him. But yeah, I think we're unlucky in that World Cup, really. I don't know if you've watched that video, one night in Turin. Was it Turin? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, it's just it was unbelievable how well we played in that World Cup, and again, Rob.
The one I always, remember, and I think if we had got past them, we would have gone on and won it, hands down.
Euro 96, I know.
No, I would actually say 2002. I'd actually say 2002. I think we would have gone on and won that if we'd beaten Brazil in that early kickoff when Ronaldinho scored that, bloody free kick.
Was that the one when Owen scored the early goal?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. Because I believe after that, wouldn't it have been Turkey and then France in the final? Who weren't.
Your memory's better than mine there. I can't remember, but I do remember that game against Brazil. It was just, God, we got the lead, didn't we? Right, ball into the box, and it's out for a corner.
Sterling's gone down. Yeah.
He's all right, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went down. Let's see if we can see a replay on that. Sterling went down. Looked like he was asking for some sort of free kick on the edge of the area, was it? Maybe?
I think it was just a collision, to be honest. I think both of them probably were going for the same ball, just collided.
Harry Mogg says, we all know who would have won the World Cup with Mike Bassett in charge. Of course we do. Don't we? Right, corner coming in. Here it comes. Decent. Fires Maguire.
Oh, good.
No, that's all right. Referee's blown for some sort of infringement in the box.
Couldn't get his big head on it. He's got such power behind his head.
Stephen Roberts asked a question. What do you think about this question? He says, do you think we go into these games against so-called lesser teams with we'll win this attitude and so no urgency, or is it just him? Do you all feel we feel like we're just too good for these and we're not really, because we don't seem to be going at them doing the way England don't play the way I like to play, and that's just go at them a bit and put them under a bit of bloody pressure. I mean, as long as we're knocking it around the midfield and taking our time, they're happy, aren't they? Really?
Now, personally, I'm one that should be definitely able to talk about this playing against lesser teams as such and having this, because we did this for the whole of last season. I feel like with England, you got to remember we're playing Hungary, who in their group in the Euros managed to hold both Germany and Portugal to results.
Right.
And
that's great.
I find that I don't think Hungary are as bad as people make out, and it's not as easy as just going out and going at teams. You have to work through it, and this is This is where I think.
But is it that? Do you really? But do you really believe that you can't go at teams? Because I believe you can go at teams. I think if you want to, you can do. I just don't think we do. It's as if we don't do on purpose. Like I just like I like attacking football. I don't think you can watch the Premier League week in week out, and you don't watch games like this, do you?
No.
You don't play like this in the Premier League. You don't watch City play like this.
The only criticism I have here is we haven't really tested the goalkeeper.
No, we haven't.
We're doing all right going towards the box. We've not really tested the keeper. And I suppose
we get so far, don't we? Then we come up against a brick wall every time because they're all just defending against us, aren't they? So it's like, we don't catch teams on the break very much because we're never on the break, are we? We're just constantly playing around. Here we are again. You see, we're out to the right wing. That's a nice ball.
Oh, a brilliant goal.
Oh, just out for a throw into England midway through the Hungarian half. Right, he's going to take this. Not Sterling, obviously.
By the way, Craig.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending most of the Forest fans into a frenzy with Morgan Rogers after the game with us. We thought he was coming to us. He turns up. He went to you.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think it's a good signing for us. He did play in the 6-0 defeat by Norwich, which, to be honest, was complete and utter shambles. To be fair, but I think he'll be a good player for us. The Lincoln fans spoke very, very highly of him when he was on loan there last season. So, there's a lot of promise. I'm delighted that we've managed to get Lowe on board. I think Jamal Lowe will be, an asset to us. The biggest concern I've got with us, challenging for the league title is up front. What happens if we get an injury to Solanke? Yeah, we've got goals elsewhere, but I think you do need that person up front that is a bit of a poacher. So we haven't got that. Solanke is very, very creative. He's very unselfish.
Oh, for God's sake, England, honestly. Sorry, I'm just interrupting you there.
No, that's all right. You carry on, Lee.
We get a great interception of a ball and just give it. Right, here they are, Hungary on the attack. This is dangerous now. Oh, it's a nice...
Watch in the middle.
Oh. Just put it too far and it's through to Pickford, who throws out
That's
quickly.
A warning sign, though.
Grealish. It was...
Oh, jeez. That's an elbow in the back, I think.
No, he caught him on the back of his...
Did he?
Foot. I think it's behind him. Let's have a look.
It's just on his Achilles.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it's on his Achilles. Oh no, he stands on his bloody foot, doesn't he? He stands on
the back of his foot. He catches him on the back of his foot.
Eugene McGee says Estonia 1, Belgium 2. Good evening to Ian Barron, who came into the chat earlier. Good evening, Ian. Balam says, hello, Balam. He says, hello, Lee, new to your channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Well done, Neil Critchley, on the job. He did from LC and hopefully some stability in the club. England should win it. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're liking Neil Critchley at Blackpool. Stephen Roberts says to all Blackpool players on international duty around the world, been a long time since we could say that at Blackpool, but please come back injury free. We need you all. We do. So those are quickly comments there that have come through. Balam is asking you, are you happy with Scott Parker, Craig?
I think the early signs are very promising. Scott Parker signed a lot of players on loan last season at Fulham. And, we've got one or two that have joined us on loan this time around. A couple of permanent signings as well. I think the good thing that I've seen is he's fearless in bringing through the young players. So Zamora, Anthony, Rossi. We'd never even heard of Rossi, really.
Corner, just cut you off there. We just got a corner.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Now,
hopefully, get Maguire's head on this.
Right, corner. Oh, it's a short one. Taking a short one.
Oh no. Maguire still stood there in the middle. Keep an eye. Oh no, it didn't go far enough.
Got past the first man. No, and they clear it. Sorry about that. Yeah, so throw into Hungary on the far side. So Karen, you're answering the question, obviously, about.
So I think he's brought through a lot of the youngsters, Lee, and that is a great sign for us. That we drew 1 and 1-2 in our first 3 games with a bit of what you would call, if you looked at it on paper before the first game, you would have said, "Oh, that's a makeshift side." But they've all shown that they deserve their places. We've got players coming back. I think the signings he's made are very, very sensible. I think there's a lot of good business that's been done by Jeff Mostyn and Neil Blake at the club. So, as well in the recruitment, and Richard Hughes, I should mention as well. So, I'm happy with Scott Parker at the moment. He seems to have. I think Woodgate was a little bit unlucky to lose his job. I think he. Well, I say that, but then again, we lost the final 2 against Wickham and Stoke. If we had got those result at either of those, even a draw, we would have had to play Swansea in the semis, and I think that would have been a lot easier game than Brentford. So I think Scott Parker has steadied the ship again. I think Woodgate did do a good job. But yeah, I'm relatively happy, and I'm confident that he'll get the. I think we will still get promoted. I still think we will get promoted, and I'm going to stick by my prediction of West Brom top, us second, probably Fulham third.
Hungary on the attack here, folks. Just England are getting back though in time. It looked like they were going to make a breakaway, and no, we're taking it off. And it's like taking. We've given it away there. I was going to say it's like taking sweets off a kid in the park against Hungary, and that's
that's got to be a foul. Oh no, he's not giving the foul at all.
And he's giving a foul to them. Yeah. That's quite incredible.
What was that for?
I don't know. He doesn't give the foul to England, and he gives the foul to them. Let's have a look at this. They show it on a replay. It looked like a foul on the England player. Hungarian fans are laughing, I think. Let's have a look. It's right. Foul there, doesn't give it.
Yeah.
And then he does
that's
amazing.
Yeah.
So that's a foul there.
Yeah, that's a foul. You should have had that first.
And then he stands on our player and then fakes a. That's unbelievable. You've got to see that, folks, honestly. He does an amazing foul on our player, they don't give it, and then he stamps on our player and then goes down as if he's been absolutely hit by a bus, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's been shot by a rifle. That is honestly. Oh God! It's no wonder the England
dangerous position.
Anyway,
this as well.
Dangerous position. If you get a goal here, it's it's through a lot of play acting there. Sirius says bring Henderson.
He's going to go for it as well. I think.
Yes, it's in a good. England have got this player lying on the floor thing, which is it's a weird thing behind the wall.
It's a new thing, isn't it? We never saw that.
I just think it's a bit odd. It just means the wall are going to jump, obviously, aren't they? Which we didn't do, which Blackpool didn't do at Millwall. Right, they're going to jump, and it's over. Yeah. That's what we didn't do at Millwall for their first goal. Our line just did not jump at all, and of course, it went straight over their heads and straight in. It was a great free kick, but if they'd have jumped, it wouldn't have gone in. So Sirius says Ronaldo will have number 7.
Has that been announced, has it? Because I know that they put in special dispensation because Cavani's got that at the moment, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah.
Was that what he was before? 7.
Yes,
yeah. So that's his like original United number. They do say though in life, never go back, don't they? They say never go back. I don't know.
I think that's a tough job now because they would they expect trophies. They expect to win the league now. I think it's still going to be I think it's going to be between the 2 Manchester clubs and probably Liverpool thrown in there as well. But I think
will Ronaldo, will he make the difference? You think he will get United back where they want to be? Because at the moment they're just playing second fiddle to City, aren't they? I mean, City, it must be kind of painful for United fans because obviously City for years and years were just nothing, were they really, to United, and now they're like the world's richest club. Just
when they relegated into Division 2, I think that was 98, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think they went down to Division 3, let alone Division 2. I remember playing them in the 3rd division, Blackpool. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is confirmed, apparently. It's on their Twitter, so it is going to be Ronaldo is going to be number 7 for United. Right, England on the attack.
Oh,
Shaw with the ball, edge of the
Shaw.
box. Still got the ball. Grealish has got the ball, but they've got about 5 men round him, and they've had to go backwards. Harry Maguire picks it up just inside the half. Dinks it forward. It's going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that's a push. That's a push. It's got to be. What?
How does the
He's
referee,
given nothing.
How does the referee not see that as a push?
He's given nothing at all.
No. Right, Hungary on the attack.
It's wide.
It's out. He's let it go out. So it's a throw into England. Crowd were getting excited for a moment there. Right, England have the ball back on the halfway. Out to the... Still in our half, though. And we're back. Stones on the ball, is it? Looks like to me. Out to Shaw on the halfway. And Shaw goes back to Harry Maguire across the Stones. He'll come down the right wing now. Is that Sterling? Who's Sterling?
I think it is. Nice.
Yeah, they're just saying on the TV that we've quietened the crowd down, which we have. Right, England with Shaw to Grealish, back to Shaw. And we're going back almost the centre circle again. Across. I'd love to know how much time we actually spend around this sort of this section of the pitch. Oh, for God's sake, Sterling, that was garbage. Right. Oh, and England give away a free kick.
I think sometimes Sterling can be a bit too greedy. I think he's a good player. But I think sometimes you think there's better options. There's better opportunities to pass there.
Kelly Walker says, "Who cares about Ronaldo?" Exactly, the bloody wink. I can't stand him. Hate him. Stop him.
That goes back to 2006, doesn't it? And getting Rooney sent off, which
never
was
forgive it. That garbage. Jamie Todd says, "Think we can be honest? This game has felt like the Belgian GP last Sunday." Oh, Stephen Roberts says, "Are we taking halftime munchies orders?" Well, we've no Jane to bring them, have we? So I can't send her out into the kitchen like I normally do to get you all your drinks. And we normally get Jane to get the beers in and get the pies sent virtually. But of course, we've no Jane tonight, so I haven't got an assistant in the kitchen tonight to send these things out to you. So I'm afraid you have to make do with your own munchies tonight. Sorry, guys. But if you want to send your munchies through to me, I'm happy to have anything that can be sent virtually to me. I see why I always have to give out all the munchies. In fact, talking about munchies, I actually quite like munchies. You know, the sweets munchies.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they?
Nice, aren't they? A little biscuit centre and then toffee bit on, chocolate. Are we all fans of munchies in the stream? I like munchies.
I'll tell you what I did have today.
England.
A bit of an Aldi special, this. They're caramel-filled buttons. Gorgeous. They're really nice. Caramel-filled buttons.
Caramel-filled buttons from Aldi. They sound superb.
Yeah.
We have a podcast here. There's some Blackpool lads, and they do something called the Middle Aisle. And what they do on their podcast is they go around every week to Aldi and Lidl, and they go and find like random stuff that's in the middle aisle on these stores. And some of the stuff that they find, it's unbelievable. You know, you wouldn't believe the stuff that's sold in the middle aisle of Lidl and Aldi. It's like the world's biggest tat, isn't it? Completely.
Yeah, there's some
fish
strange
magnets
stuff.
and all sorts of stuff. And
unicorn stalls.
Yeah, desktop washing machines and all this sort of stuff. It's bloody odd. Right, England's a chance.
Oh
no! It's in the
no!
Back of the heel. It's frustrating, folks. We're 34 seconds into 2 minutes of added time. England have looked completely dominating this game, but have we looked like scoring?
No, I don't think we've really tested their goalkeeper at all.
In fact, while we're here, let us know at halftime what you are having as a halftime snack, which is something we do here as well, and also what you had for tea. That's a lot. Stephen Roberts has had homemade lamb kebab and homemade flatbreads. Even made the sauces himself. It was bloody lovely. That sounds really good. Serious wants to bring Henderson on for rice. Would you like to see that Henderson on for Rice?
No, I think Henderson's good.
Last chance saloon. Oh, ball in, but it's away. It's cleared. Right, that's it. We're 40 seconds left of this half to go. England just. Well, I hope we play a little bit more adventurous in the second half than this.
Yeah, we've got to.
It's just going to stay at 0-0, isn't it? I can't see them scoring. I know I shouldn't say that. Poland are beating Albania 2-1.
If you're putting Henderson on for Rice, that strikes me as a like-for-like substitution. So what's the point? You may as well keep Rice on. It's a bit like watching Forest making like-for-like subs. There's no point.
I think Rice is a little bit more creative as well. I think, he's not scared to come forward. I think Henderson is, say, for example, 80th minute, bring Henderson on. I've got no problem with that. If it's a tight game, you've exhausted your options up front. I think Henderson
half
a
time.
Good shout.
Louis Ashton says Conor Gallagher is better than Rice. Is that what we're saying? Greater than Rice? Would that be Conor Gallagher?
Yeah.
So go on, guys. Sum up. You know what my thoughts on it? I think we just don't attack enough. I know Luke says you can't, but I just think you can.
I think you can. I think with, just harking back to Bournemouth, what made us so successful for so many years is, let's be fair, we had a limited squad. We got out of the Championship with a limited squad. The likes of Steve Cook, Tommy Elphick, Simon Francis, great players, as a combined. Harry Arter, another one.
That's a Luke.
Yeah, but
getting abuse.
We would go for it. We would go for it. We would always play on the attacking foot. It would always be a case of, okay, we'll score one more than you. And I think that's why we did so well in the Premier League the first season. And then the subsequent season, as soon as I think the season we got relegated, we started to play a little bit more defensively. We were protecting leads, and we were caught out. We were caught out at times. There would be, there's the odd occasion where you're going to get thumped playing like we did, a bit gung-ho. But we didn't mind that. We beat Liverpool 4-3, for example, through that sort of approach. So I think England should go for it.
I think a little bit more than we do. I don't know, Luke. I know you're a big, you're a fan of not going for it and playing this sort of football. But to me, it's like watching bloody paint dry after this. If I'm being honest.
Can I just explain where my comment came from? It probably comes with the fact that I've watched now 4 managers at Forest play defensively. So some of my comments are kind of like, I get caught between the mindset of watching any game as if it is Forest. I can't switch out of doing some natural comments.
This is just usual football for you then, isn't it? Is that what you're saying? This is what you're used to, watching this garbage week in, week out.
What I'm saying is, if you can imagine what England have just done, but further back.
But further back. That's Forest, right, okay.
And what I'm saying is,
I couldn't watch it. Well, I could, but it would do me head in. I couldn't stand watching that.
When you
play like that against us,
when you come to Forest to watch our game in a month's time, if we haven't changed manager, then 1, we're doomed, and 2, you will manage to score more goals than you've probably scored all season because you will attack and we'll just sit there and take it.
Can't wait. I can't wait for Forest. Cyber Leader. Hello, Cyber Leader. West Ham United FC says that was rubbish. Absolutely. And he also says,
Where's Jane?
Where's Jane? And Jane is at a camera meeting tonight. The campaign for Real Ale sort of thing. So she's gone to that. No interest to me whatsoever. Eugene McGeever says Italy are drawing 1-1 against Bulgaria at half time.
That's interesting.
Louis Ashton says Palace are going on a European tour. Is that the song that goes that? I don't know. Is there a song for that? So the Palace are going to Europe, are they? Are they going to qualify for Europe? Is that? I think that's the message there.
I would
Rooney will be
talk
gone from
carefully
Derby as
with that
well.
one because I did that. I did that the season we got relegated. We beat Southampton 3-1, and I put on Instagram, and it's a bit of a joke now. I put a picture of Callum Wilson celebrating, and then put the Champions League logo because we were playing really well. We were playing really, really well at that point. And then the wheels completely fell off, and yeah, we ended up in the Championship.
It can happen. I think Stephen Roberts is aiming that at you. It's called your turtleneck. Were you at the playoff game when Billy Davies was so confident but didn't get the Blackpool spirit? But I think you'd be too young then, would you, Luke? I don't know. You're on.
Oh no.
Oh, you do remember that?
That season and the season after.
Oh, sorry. It's
what I regard
turtleneck is a spell. It's changed to turtleneck on his his iPad. So.
Yeah, the 2010-11, I think it is, or the 09-10, I can't actually remember which season it was, but they were the best 2 seasons of me supporting Forest because we actually had games where we had no idea what was going to happen.
How old were you then?
About 9, 10, I think.
Yeah, so you remember it. That's really good.
But you see, I remember the Blackpool game more than I do the Swansea game the season after. Because especially the one where you came to us.
Yeah.
I mean, all I can really remember from that game is the fact that DJ Campbell came on and absolutely tore us apart. I mean,
he didn't actually come on. You know, it's funny you would say that, but he was on the whole game. But in the first half, he didn't do anything. He was honestly. I
got mixed up.
Yeah,
I was thinking, Stephen Dobby came on.
Stephen Dobby came on. Yes, he did. DJ Campbell did nothing in the first half at all. He was. In fact, we watched it again, and like Jane said, really, you would have probably took him off at half time because he'd done nothing. But of course, in the second half, he got a hat-trick, didn't he? But yeah, Dobby came on and sort of turned the game around, didn't he? Completely.
I just want to go to a comment that Eugene put in the first half about who do you think the first manager in the Championship is to be sacked. Well,
okay.
If in the next 3 games Forest don't pick up a win, it'll be Houghton.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be Houghton. It's got to be Houghton. You know,
I'm surprised they've stuck with him, Luke. To be honest, because you didn't stick with the guy last year, did you? On the same sort of run.
Here's my thought process. Either we're going to give him the Cardiff game to see if it works with the new signings that we've literally just brought in, or those signings are for the new guy that's coming in, and we just haven't really got round to announcing it yet. Because for me, our communications system is a shambles. We didn't thank Lamucci when he went. We never said that Ben Watson had gone, but we actually said that Harry Arter had gone to Charlton. So, I mean, priorities are a bit wrong there. One was our club captain for a season, one's hardly ever played. Then we don't really either give people their own posts when they come in. It's all double kind of things each time they come on. If they're done at the same time, it's on a slide roll. You'd forget that the next one was there. The way that they come out with things, it's like they don't actually care about the fans at all. I mean, you have to look at the undersides of our stands. We had 18 months to improve the under parts of our stands. In the 3 that are already there, you can do that without planning permission. You could just literally just change the undersides of each of the stands, but we don't. We only seem to have limited staff in any of the stands, and even when they're there, they don't test that the pumps work or anything. In the Trent end, the pumps went, free agency staff quit. It's a joke.
Okay, just I don't know if you've been watching the sort of halftime chat they've been having with Ian Wright and everything there. They're sort of saying the same thing as I'm saying, that they need, they need to be really quicker getting into space, quicker making the pass. Harry Kane's again playing far too deep. We need to be a bit more adventurous in their half, and that's more or less what we're saying here, isn't it? We're saying the same thing. Michael Stewart says it's gone tits up your channel. I don't know what he means by that.
I tell you one person that might beat Houghton though to the sack.
Watching England, so it's not Blackpool, is it? So I can't talk about Blackpool too much.
I reckon Paunovic at Reading might get the boot, although I understand that they're not very happy with him because they had a bad run towards the end of the last season, which meant they dropped out of the playoffs, which, coincided with us getting back into them. But they've started very poorly. The only team I think they beat was Preston. I might be wrong there.
Always good to hear that.
Yeah, I think.
Music to our ears, that.
Let's be honest. Everybody seems to be beating Preston, but who did Preston actually beat? Because I think they're on 3 points now, aren't they?
Are they on? I think they've had 2 wins, haven't they? They had 2. I'm not quite
They might
sure.
have, yeah. But
They beat Swansea, didn't they?
Yeah,
just quite upsetting.
I think the Reading fans are on the back of Paunovic. I think I had a little look at one of their forums, which is called Hobnob Anyone, and yeah, they're right against him at the moment. Coinciding, I think, with what happened at the end of last season and how they've started this year. They got thumped the other day, I believe 4-0 by Huddersfield. So he might beat Houghton in the sack race.
You should have a wander over to some of the Forest Facebook groups, Craig. I mean, literally, Houghton is getting slated for every 10 minutes. I mean,
I can imagine that.
And I mean, you don't really get much more kind of slated than you don't know what you're doing, singing our old manager's name, and basically saying we're going down with Derby.
I think that, to be honest, I think that result, I know that you got a point against Derby, but I think that result should have really buried Houghton, because I think Derby have seemed to they seem to be playing for Rooney this season. I think they're still going to have that points deduction at some point, but
just looking at some of the comments on Twitter at the moment about England. Somebody called Siobhan is saying, "Who is this woman?" I mean, all 4 female pundits, but she doesn't seem to know what she's talking about. She's copying what the guys are saying and stumbling over her words. Have you noticed? It's so bad. I don't know who she is. Dan Bardall says a bit of a meh half from England, but Hungary are no mugs. Tough to break down. Really don't like Kane dropping deep when you've got a number 10 playing. It really affects fluidity. What do we think about Kane keep playing so deep? Surely, why does he play so deep all the time?
But the fact is, he does that for Spurs, though. He drops deep for Spurs and brings the other players into play. So that's just his natural game. The fact is, if you've got the players that go ahead of him, that's okay. But the fact is, we don't seem to get anybody else in the space that's left by Kane.
No, we don't. How about this one? As much as I like Phillips and Rice as a 2 when we're playing better teams, I think we should play one or the other and play Mount deeper against bus parking teams like this. Think about that.
I don't think they've really parked the bus, Hungary. I think what we've done is we have controlled the game. I'd love to see the possession stats, but our possession, it's got to be up there, 70-80%.
There's a lot of people saying parking the bus here. Matthew Theobald says patience is going to be the key here. Hungary seem quite happy parking the bus and throwing at the odd hefty challenge as well.
I think
Sky Betts has a toothless display from 3 lines in the first half. If you Gareth Southgate, who do you bring on to change the game? Well, we've all got Grealish on if we wanted, haven't we?
Yeah.
But what does everybody expect Hungary to do when we've got most of the ball? Go and stand in the other half?
Exactly my point. Yeah, they're not going to. If we are controlling the game, they could put us under a bit more pressure than they have. However, that will open up areas behind players, and we've got enough dangerous players to exploit that if they were to do that. So I think they've got to play like they are. I don't think there's any other choice for them.
No. The England One Cap podcast says, apart from salivating at the thought of Bamford in English shirt, that was fucking awful, says the England One Cap podcast. Bree Eldred said, England have never been able to break down a decent 5-man defence. Soccer facts.
Just seeing the highlights here. Just seeing the highlights here of, sorry, mate, of the Italy-Bulgaria game, and very, very well worked Bulgarian goal equaliser. Very, very well worked. Italy looked a little bit of a shambles in defence. Chiesa opened scoring for him, but very well. I'm not sure who it was that scored for Bulgaria, but yeah, sorry to butt in there, Lee. But no,
City fan says that Sterling needs to be subbed. He isn't passing at all. He's taking everyone 1v1. Mount needs to be more courageous. Try to be more creative. He has to fulfill the creative role assigned to him. Rice needs to calm down and be better at ball control. Jack says, I'm struggling to see what Mount does in this system. He's had a poor Euros, opposed to many of his teammates, I would say. I cannot wait to see Foden return, but he'll just end up on the bench for the #3Lions. Benjamin Christensen says, England should have scored at least twice in the first half. Much crisper passes in the box in the second half need to be the priority. Also, not a huge fan of the blue kits. Chloe Pierce says, well, that was unbelievably boring. It's all too slow from us. We're never going to break down if we don't move the ball quicker. I agree with you there, Chloe. Simon King says, well, that was definitely 45 minutes of kicking a ball around the pitch. And probably 45 minutes of your life you can't get back there, Simon.
We've not made any clear-cut opportunities where we've made their goalkeeper work so far, which is the disappointing side of it.
Alex,
we have got the talent.
Calling for Patrick Bamford to come on. Darren Gummy says, I think this is sarcastic, been another really entertaining half of football under Southgate. Missed this thriller-minute international football. We should scrap the fun fest that is the Premier League and have this for another 8 months. I think that's a sarcastic tweet. If ever there was one. Jonathan Davis says, what was Sterling actually doing to foul the Hungary player there on the stroke of half-time? God knows, absolutely. James Lee says, one of the worst halves of football I've ever watched in my life. Hungary have zero intention of actually playing. You could be right. It is up there.
To be honest, though, when you harking back to the Scotland game at the Euros, that was very much like this, where we completely ran the possession.
Yeah.
But we just didn't do anything with it. And then all of a sudden we played Germany and exploded into life.
We're off for another thrilling, exciting. I'm trying to make this a bit more. I'm going to try and make this more exciting with some exciting commentary, even though it's not exciting. Should we do that? I think, so.
Yeah.
Can I just give everybody a stat?
What?
Forest have signed 77 players since January 2018.
Bloody hell. That's a lot, isn't it? 77. Jesus. That's 7 teams then.
Yeah.
Stephen Roberts says, we got rid of Grayson. Oh, hang on. Let me get, there's quite a few comments here. Right. Okay. I'll just quickly get through the comments. Stephen Cram says, good evening, gents. Good evening. Louis Ashton is come on Palace. Eugene McGee says, what changes do you think Gareth needs to make after half-time on the subs bench? I don't think he's made any, has he, so far?
No.
We're out with the same team. Let's get back to these comments. Right, Stephen Roberts said, we got rid of Grayson after January transfer. Never look back, I'd say, sooner rather than later on Chris Hughton before it gets to be serious. Catch up for Brian Clough would not be happy. Iceland are losing 1-0 to Romania. And Stephen Roberts says, shall we talk about the best paint you've ever seen drying? It's better than this game. Come on, it's got to be better. It's got to be better. It's time for exciting commentary, isn't it? Right, Maguire hits a hopeful ball up down the left wing. And it's going to run out. Oh, no, he's kept it in.
Oh, no.
Grealish keeps it in. No, it's not Grealish. Sorry. It's
that's Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw.
Yeah.
Shaw goes down and we get a free kick. It looked a little bit of a dive to me.
It's not in a bad position, that.
Let's have a look at this. Did he go down a bit soft? Yeah, it was a little bit.
But we'll take it.
But the referee was right. Referee was right on it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Christian says, come on, England. Hi, Christian. What minute are we in? 47 minutes, 40 seconds. We just kicked off.
Yeah.
Come on, the pool, says Christian. Absolutely. Better than watching England. Right, we've got a dangerous free kick here.
I reckon this is going to go to the back
level
post.
With the edge of the penalty area. Yeah, it's going to be put into the mixer, isn't it?
Because Maguire's just stood there.
He is, yeah. I think,
and I reckon he's going to run in towards that back
player
post.
Offside there, aren't we? At the moment, he needs to come back on. Right, he's on now. Okay, pushing in the box. Right, ball coming in. Oh, and it's headed away. It's cleared. Right, England have the ball. Pick it up, and they go all the way back to
Why?
Bloody hell! Right, okay. Right, we've got it in our own half again. Right, England build again. Right, nice ball inside. Oh, yeah.
Sterling, this is. Oh no, he's passed it.
Ball coming too far, and Grealish can't keep it in. We have made a substitution, haven't we, by lots of things?
Why is it that every game of football I seem to watch, the side that I actually want to score goals don't even have shots on target?
It's you, Luke. I think we'll just kick you off the screen if that's what you're saying. You're a Jonah. What the hell? Right. Okay. Hungary have the ball in their own half. Can they get... No, they just give it away straight away to England, who have the ball. That was nicely played.
Oh, well done.
Phillips there. Right. England have it in the centre circle. Okay. We get it out to Sterling, who has to go back, and we're back to halfway. It's like rinse. Oh, nice ball through. Harry Maguire.
That's lovely.
How does he not score? How does he not score there?
All he needed to do was lift that.
Did he do? Oh my God! It's a beautiful ball. He's onside. It's just him and the keeper, and he just hits it like my Aunt Mabel. And it's it's an easy. He just saves it with his knee, does the keeper. But that was a great chance. What was that, Harry?
Very good save. Because I think
he doesn't really hit it though, does it? Not?
No.
He gets on the top of it, hits it with the top of his studs, and that's the reason why.
If he lifted that a little bit more, I think that would have been 1-0. I
think if he connected with it better, I mean, he got a bit more of his foot on it.
Well, he just got the studs on it, really, didn't he? Hit it into the ground. Harry Mogg says, do you think England have thrown away their biggest two opportunities to get a trophy ever? The World Cup was an easy run, and we failed, same as the Euros. Yes, I think we've had two fantastic runs, and we've had a lot of luck, really, with big teams going out as well. You think about the World Cup, and Germany had gone, and Brazil had gone, and Spain had gone, and Holland had gone, and, they're all just gone, aren't they? And it was the same with the Euros. We were down really to Italy left really, and we just it was
the easy route, wasn't it? And I think in the World Cup more than the Euros, well, apart from the Ukraine, I think we had the easiest route.
Yeah,
I think
we had
the easiest route we'll ever have.
Yeah, and we got there. We got to the final with the easiest route, but when we actually got there with the easiest route, we just didn't try, did we? We didn't try to win. I always say I would rather lose trying to win than lose trying not to lose. I hate playing a game where you're trying not to lose. I'd rather lose it having a go. If they'd have had a go, I would have been happy, but they didn't.
Lee, one thing I said before can you tell that to Chris YouTube?
Oh, One Rovers Vlogs is here. Let me just put a link in for you in the. It says that. Let me just put a link in for Charlie to come in. Let's see if I'll put a link for you, Charlie, in the comment section. Then you can come and join us. There's a link there for you, Charlie. If you want to follow that in, and we'll get you in the chat. See what you think. See what One Rovers Vlogs thinks of it all. Probably
I think the danger is.
Come on, England! We're dominant. We're just dominating this game, aren't we? It's just
yes, yeah.
Can we just find it? For God, he had a simple ball across. tries the glory little pass and doesn't make it, does he? Right, England get in again. Oh, that's a
good tackle.
Bloody hell, that was a hospital ball. He's not punished us for that, surely to God. You have to be. How is that? How does that referee see this their way?
We just rewatched that.
I need to see this because their players storming across. Right, Charlie's here. Right, there we are. Good evening, Charlie. This is Charlie from One Rovers Vlogs.
Jerry.
A poor Bristol Rovers fan of the ball.
Yeah.
He's suffering. He's suffering even more because he's watching England. We just have a look. He's got a yellow card there, Rice. Let's have a look at this. Is it a yellow card?
How is it 0-0? What's going on?
Rice.
That was never.
Let's have a look.
No, that's a 50-50. Look, both. Yeah, I can't see that.
I think he maybe was just a little bit late on that. If I'm going to change my mind on that. I think it probably was.
Yeah, how have we played? Because I've literally just been on some like League 2 show. So
how do you? Well, let me put this question to you then, Charlie. You haven't watched the game. How do you think England have? How would you imagine England have played so far?
Really, really bad.
So, if I was to tell you that we've passed it around the midfield and the centre circle and back to the goalkeeper and back across, and we haven't had a shot on target yet, really, but we've dominated. We've had one shot. We had one shot
on target.
Right, England are on the attack. Grealish, come on! This is it.
Good run.
Ball on the outside. Chance to pull it back.
Oh,
it's
nice.
a goal! Absolutely. Did I call
it?
Yeah.
Get
the ball. First bit of blooming attack we've actually done.
Finally.
England are in the lead. Charlie's come into the stream. He's made all the difference.
Yes.
The balls are coming. The fans are throwing cups in. It's absolutely marvellous. This is what we want to see.
Finally.
And fantastic. We'll put that score
There we
on.
are. Bristol Rovers bring some success.
Bristol Rovers bring the luck. Thank God for that. You just knew there was a chance. You knew there was a chance. Sterling gets it. Lovely ball out to Grealish. And he just waits and waits and waits. Overlapping. Beautiful weight. Pull back straight to Sterling, who just says, thank you very much.
Yes.
Is it Rice that puts it across?
Yeah.
It's Grealish. Is it through to Rice? It looks like it's
Grealish.
No, through to Mount.
Yeah,
Mount just pulls back a beautiful ball, and there you go. Raheem Sterling says, thank you very much. There we are.
God.
Well placed as well.
See it coming a mile off.
Sterling as well.
Super commentary.
The hero.
Hero,
Sterling.
He's booked Sterling for celebrating, has he? He's booked. Oh, he took his shirt off. Why did
I don't see that, but because at the end of the day,
why take your shirt
I think it's Hungary as well. Took his shirt off.
I don't know why that is a bookable offence.
Well,
I really don't.
Everybody knows it is, so you know it is. So why do it? What's the point?
I think he had a message though that he was trying to make, and I don't know what the message was.
Right, Hungary are now actually on the attack. They've finally woken up. Right, here they are on the edge of the box. Chance headed away by England, and it's picked up on the box, knocked forward, out, and it's out for a throw into Hungary on the far side. So they have now got to come out.
Right, I'm just going to quickly grab my charger because my phone is going to die in a second. So I'm just going to plug
it was my internet that went down. Was that halfway through? Was it halfway through your sentence, Michael? You were saying this channel's gone to the dogs or something. Whatever you say.
Yeah, thank God we're winning.
It did lots of good. This channel is. I don't know what you were saying. This channel's gone downhill or something. Anyway, but your internet went down before you actually got to make the whole point. Nothing but the point. So
I'm gonna have to watch it on my phone because my cable, my telly's a bit buggered, so I might be a little bit behind, but I don't care.
Oh, great! So
see how well we can.
So we'll have to wait to cheer for Charlie. Semi-Charlie says, "What's everyone drinking today for the match? What you're drinking?" I'm on a Corporation Pop.
I'm drinking fizzy, sparkling orange.
Fizzy, sparkling orange.
Yeah, no cider tonight. Just
what's
orange.
Luke on? I don't think Luke's on anything. Is he just survives on no fluids? Right. Oh, that's a foul on Grealish. Oh my gosh, it stopped. I do worry about his those short shin pads.
What am I running on? I'm just running on Forest Frustration. That's what I'm running on.
You're not drinking anything.
Well,
are you drinking anything there, Craig? Have you got a drink? Everyone wants to know, are we drinking?
door in the mud.
Oh, we've lost the sound, haven't we, on Craig? Sound has gone. Your sound's gone. I think you muted yourself, sir.
There we are. Yeah, sorry,
Right.
just had to get the charger because it was dying on me.
All right, okay.
So
Are
yeah,
you drinking anything there? What are you drinking? Are you on your
just a bit of Coca-Cola, to be honest. So yeah,
we're surviving this without beer, so every credit to everyone. We're actually managing. Anyway, England are 1-0 up, and Charlie came in. Stephen Roberts is on the Somerset cider. Love the Blackthorn. It's the best.
Blackthorn,
nice.
Right, free kick coming into the box. Nobody there though. Picked up on the edge of the box by Phillips. Back to. He's gone back. Where's he gone back? Right.
Maguire was where you wanted him to be. Really, he was right there, dead in the centre.
Shaw picks it up on the Grealish. Just exciting when Grealish gets on the ball, but luckily Shaw picks it up there.
This app is awful.
I just have to listen to us. Right, Grealish running across the area. Good out to the right wing, out to Sterling, who's getting booed, obviously. Oh, what's he giving a corner here? It was a bit like it could have been a penalty. That the referee.
Yeah, it could have been.
Let's have a little look at this. Is it a penalty? Yeah. What?
Yeah, he didn't win the ball at all. Bola didn't win the ball at all.
Surely that is a penalty. Grealish is electric. He is. He really is. He's great, isn't he? Right. England have got a corner, but I think that should have been a penalty. Don't know about you guys. Post in the comments below if you think that was a penalty. I think it was. Right. Okay. Corner coming in. It's just on the edge of the. Just in that dig. Yeah. No problem. It's on the line. Right. Here it comes.
I think Maguire's in there again.
Nobody there though. It's picked up and it's headed away. Grealish picks it up well. England have it back.
See, every time we've got a cross or a corner, Maguire's up there, and you expect him to get his head on it, don't you? You know, he's just so good in the air.
Yeah, slab head, isn't it? That's what he's known for.
Well, yeah, I think since Sol Campbell, we haven't had that sort of. Would you say that we've had that sort of defender since Sol Campbell? I can't think of any others.
How is that not a penalty?
I don't know, Charlie. You're about 5 minutes behind, but I don't know how it's not a penalty. I have no idea. It's a definite penalty, isn't it? All day long. It's an absolute joke. I mean, he just took Sterling straight out, didn't he? Oh, what we're doing there anyway? We're back to the keeper. Pickford has it.
Slowed it down.
What minute are you on, Lee?
I'm on the 30 seconds, 32 seconds at the moment. So
yeah, you're about 2 minutes in front.
Oh my God.
Bloody phone.
So that's great. Charlie will be shouting out. So if we score, folks, nobody cheer. Charlie doesn't know. Right. Okay. The ball is back with the Hungarian keeper. And he puts it out to his right back, and it goes back to the keeper again. This is, well, if they can carry on playing around their own box, we're happy with that. Long ball forward. England head forward from the halfway, from the edge of the centre circle, and
I think Hungary have just got to come at us at some point, and that will open gaps behind.
Yeah,
and that's why I think that could play into our hands.
Yeah,
because we've got the players to do that. Here we go.
Sterling. Oh, puts a nice ball through to Sterling. Right, Sterling into the box.
Go on.
What can he do with it? Nothing.
Oh no, God. There was better options there. There was Mason Mount there in the centre. Just pull that back and hit the target. But
what a load of poop that was. Honestly, Charlie,
problem.
Don't get excited over this. Honestly, it's just they're showing.
No, I won't.
They're showing the goal. Yeah. It's a great goal. It's a great goal.
Lee, this is the problem with Sterling, is that, he's a quality player. He's so talented. He's skillful. He's fast. But he's greedy.
Tries to do too. He is greedy. Yeah. He tries to do too much, doesn't he? He tries to be too clever. Like he tries to beat them 4 times over. Right, again, a nice ball over the top, though.
Oh, nice.
Coming in this time. Harry Kane!
Yeah. Yes.
2-0.
Excellent.
Way,
fantastic header as well.
Sterling puts a great. Sorry, Charlie, but that's a
That's
great
right.
goal.
You know what's coming up now, mate.
I'll celebrate in a minute. I'll celebrate.
Let's wait for when Charlie gets to see it. Let's put that on. That's very good. Harry Kane. Really,
Foden, they're very happy.
I'm glad he scored because he missed one. Right, that's 2-0 to England.
Yeah.
That's great stuff. Right, beautiful ball through, and they're onside.
Yeah.
Sterling just puts a. Oh, he gets
And
a
Kane
deflection off the
is
defender.
completely aware of where he is and just gets there.
It's really lucky actually because it gets a wicked deflection off the defender underneath his leg and just comes straight to Harry Kane's head, who just near post, just fantastic.
Yeah, great play from Mount though for the first goal. That pass.
Where's Princess Jane? She's out. She's out at a camera meeting.
Go on, get in there.
Is that it? Have you just got
It's
it?
the delayed reaction.
Yes.
Michael Stewart Haig's prediction is 3-0. Yes, Jane wouldn't have liked that. She doesn't like Harry Kane. She can never forgive him for Iceland, and she holds it against him all the time, and it kind of drives me crackers that
it's
she
not
does
his
hold
fault.
it.
He was on corners.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it was either. I think she's very
the
harsh
most
on him.
frustrating thing that Harry Kane's ever done.
Give any of those players for that Iceland game. It was terrible, wasn't it? But
yeah, that was awful.
I didn't think it was just Kane. I thought they were all.
That was the
awful.
most embarrassing. One of the most embarrassing moments I've seen with England.
Yeah.
I was devastated. Absolutely. It was just.
We couldn't pass. We couldn't make a 5-yard pass, could we? And I said to people, how can we have all these academies throughout the country in every division, and then obviously all these kids come through, and then they end up playing in the Premier League, and then they're the best players in the Premier League, so they're the best of it that England have got, and they can't make a 5-yard pass. I think surely to God they must be able to do that, but they were so bad in that game, weren't they? It was horrific.
Yeah.
The most frustrating thing that I think Harry Kane's ever done in an England shirt was against Croatia, and towards the end of the first half, there was Sterling was open.
Yes, we'll be here on Sunday. She will be here on Sunday. Just to put that up for Charlie. So much for not cheering. Slight satellite delay in Bristol. You think he was the other side of the world?
No, yeah,
it's not.
I'm watching it on the ITV iPlayer because my telly is
which is
having a mess. Yeah, my telly cable is done.
I tried that, to be honest, the iPlayer, and I found that I was behind as well.
Miles behind,
Yeah.
Yes,
right, Hungary have the ball in their own half, throwing in their own
10 minutes behind.
Yeah, you are quite a way behind. It seems longer than 2 minutes, but we're on 65 minutes 31. If you just joined the stream, England are winning 2-0. It's been a frustrating first half where England did keep a lot of the ball, but didn't show really much attacking prowess. But the second half, we've come out a transformed team, I think. We've played the same kind of football, but with a bit more attacking intent. And of course, we've got the rewards from having a go, as we always say, have a go. If we'd have played like this against Italy in the second half in the Euros, we'd have won.
Yeah, completely agree.
Just have a go.
God, this ref doesn't like Sterling, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like him at all. Right, Hungary have got to do something. So they're over the halfway line. They're into the England half for the first time.
There's a bit more energy in Hungary for the first time.
They need to. They're 2-0 down. They're trying to get. The referee's ignoring the diving. There's another player who's gone down rolling around. The referee's just totally ignored it. Which I totally agree. He's up now.
They got their best. They got their best player on as well. Denis Szoboszlai. He plays for RB Leipzig. He's really good, but luckily he hasn't done anything.
Right, England, Grealish on the attack. Takes it all the way into the box. Oh, great ball through! Oh, how do we not score? That should have been 3. The prediction by Michael Stewart. That should have been a goal. Oh my God, Harry Kane.
Could he have pulled it back there?
No. I mean, it was a great. It was a great shot from Harry Kane, to be honest, but just straight at the keeper. I mean, he hit it hard enough, but bloody ball through from Grealish is absolutely magnificent ball through from Grealish.
I don't think he had much time
Terence
really
Burt
to
says
think
we're all
about
a
it,
minute
did he?
behind him. Yes, Terence, you will have to just pause if you want us to catch up, because obviously we have a YouTube lag. So you will be about a minute, but you're probably about 10 minutes in front of Charlie, who's in deepest, darkest Peru with his phone. He's not in Bristol. Right, England have got. Oh, they got that was honestly. Just wait till you see that ball through from Grealish to Kane. It's bloody quality. It's really
creative.
There's something about Jack Grealish in there. There's no other player does that sort of thing, and I love that kind of creative player.
That's what we needed in that final.
The fans are throwing cups onto
should have
scored.
Fans
are throwing loads of bottles and cups and all sorts on the pitch here at the corner, which is not good.
Should have
all
scored.
like beakers coming in, plastic beakers they're throwing on. Right, corner to England. In now. Yeah, header! And it's in!
Oh, yes! Slabhead's got it!
He's got it, has he?
It's Slabhead, is it?
Slabhead has scored.
3-0. I hope I've got that bloody score.
Can't wait for the late celebration again.
I know, I'm waiting for it.
I'm going to have to get that score from somewhere.
That's going to be now. Because I'm on 67-36.
Yeah, you're a minute behind.
Yeah. Grealish is a baller, though. Grealish is so good. Here it comes. It's a Luke Shaw assist as well.
Yeah.
Assisting his teammate.
Maguire doesn't even leave the ground, just knocks it in with such power.
He's just a tank, isn't he?
He is.
It's crazy.
Well, I get my 3-0 up. There we go. 3-0 to England. 3-0. Fantastic. Hungary making it. I mean, this is...
that is shocking keeping, though.
I know.
He's a good keeper as well. Although, that keeper, right, I don't know if you know, but he plays for Leipzig, but he come through Liverpool's academy, and he's played for... He was on loan at, Hereford, 8 or 9 years ago, and now he's playing in the Bundesliga for Leipzig. It's crazy, but he should have saved that. That's terrible.
Michael Stuart Haig has predicted 3-0, so hope. Well, you'll be sweating if you've got money on it, because we might get more.
I think it's going to be more in this.
Mark says, I expected more from Hungary. Thought this place would be a pressure cooker of a stadium. Been a stroll. Hungary, very disappointing. Their players don't look up for it. Thankfully for us, absolutely. And Lavery has scored for Northern Ireland for all Blackpool fans that are in the stream. Lavery has scored. That's fantastic news. What a player he is. Semi-Charm Life says he's got Maguire in fantasy. Hasn't given me much yet, but he has today. So, yeah.
Grealish doesn't stop running.
Grealish is just phenomenal, and why he wasn't in the final, I will never know.
I think it would have been a completely different story if he was. And to be fair, Southgate, if he ever gets that opportunity again, has to make sure that he doesn't make those same mistakes. Because
it's just by far, isn't he? He's just by far the best player on the pitch, isn't he? Every time he plays, why would you not play him? Right, Hungary on the attack. Can they get a consolation goal? No, England snuff it out. Oh, but we lose it. I'm giving it away. We're giving it away, right?
Bit scrappy there with
Hungary have got the ball again down the right wing. Jinxing in, ball into the box. Chance ballooned over the bar.
Yeah. I'll tell you where that came from, though. That came from Pickford, not just clearing it upfield.
Yes, it did. It did. But I've said this about Pickford and his kicking. He's the one. It's his one weak link. Lithuania 1, Northern Ireland 3. So that will be Lavery getting the third. I take it was a Blackpool player, and he's going to be something special. This lad probably won't hold on to him, unfortunately. But for a moment. And Michael Stewart says he is is Lavery. He's going to be some player for us this season as long as he stays injury free. Yes, I think he's going to be. I think he's going to go on to be a player beyond Blackpool, if I'm being honest, unless we do something magical this season.
What is that? What is Pickford doing?
Good question.
I see before the Euros.
Chipping into 3.
I questioned Pickford in goal. Before the Euros, because he'd made some silly mistakes with Everton.
Yeah.
And I think he had a fantastic tournament. I don't think there was, but like we said, Lee, I think his kicking has got much to be desired. His distribution on throw-ins okay, but kicking wise, I think.
Yeah, kicking's his weak point. And by the way, if you just joined the stream, we've got myself, Lee Charles from Lee Charles TV. We've got Craig Beasley in, who is, I can never remember, it's something up the cherries in all departments.
Up the cherries in all departments.
Up the cherries in all departments. We've got the wonderful Luke Turton on, who's a young and up and coming YouTuber who's going to go far. And we've also got Charlie from One Rovers Vlogs, who's a real suffering Bristol Rovers fan. So make sure you sub to all these guys. They all need your support. So check them out and sub to the channel. Really good. And also give the video a like as well if you're here. It just helps. It helps with everything. Doesn't forget likes. YouTube like it when we get likes. So or thumbs it down if you don't like it. It doesn't really matter. People thumbs down. They think they're being clever, but YouTube likes thumbs downs as well. It does. As long as you're getting some sort of reaction. It just knows then, it's not like, streaming to your Aunt Mabel.
That's what I've always thought. If people are thumbing down, sometimes they're still engaging. They're still watching.
Of course they are, yeah. They're hating it.
And let's be honest,
the algorithm, yes, but when it's just you streaming to your auntie and your mum and your dad and you just get thumbs up. So,
well, when I did the Harry Redknapp interview on my channel, I had quite a few thumbs down. I just put it down to bloody Southampton fans. They don't like us. They don't like Harry.
Harry
Are you sure we've got a few Birmingham fans in there too, Craig?
I don't think. I think it's probably the Southampton fans, because they don't like us,
Well played, Pickford.
What I'm saying is the Birmingham fans don't particularly like Harry Redknapp after what he did to their club. So
no, he did keep him up that season.
Yeah, not everybody likes Twitchy Harry. Not everybody likes Twitchy Harry, but I kind of like him. I think he's all right. He's a character, isn't he?
He's a lovely guy. Really, really nice
characters. A bit like Warnock. A lot of people don't like him, but these guys are like,
I love Warnock.
I like him as well. Right, England a bit sloppy there, and
to be honest, Southampton fans just dislike every bloody Bournemouth channel going. I think they're, it's just standard. You're going to get a dislike from them.
Semi-Charm Life says that Reds infiltrate the Everton fan channels all the time with their cheeky little dislikes. I know, but they're doing it good. They don't. It's good, it helps. It doesn't, YouTube couldn't care less if you. YouTube are not bothered whether you thumbs it up or thumbs it down. Really, they're not interested as long as you're actually thumbing some direction.
As long as people are getting involved.
Yeah, that's all they want. Michael Trier says taxi for Barton. Would that be safe to say? Taxi for Barton. Do you think he needs to go, Charlie?
To be fair,
just quickly, Stephen Roberts says Charlie so far behind. He's watching World Cup 1966.
But no, I think for Barton, I think you just got. Even I was a bit annoyed after we drew to. Well, we got battered 4-1 by Exeter, and then we drew with Barrow 1-0. But now I think we've got a good squad. We just got to gel because we've had such a mad window. We've got rid of 22 players and we've brought in 16. So it's crazy. And we're still meant to sign another 2 players, including Glenn Whelan, who's like 40.
Wow, that's a strange one.
He's like 37, but getting on.
Michael Stewart Haig says Harry Redknapp reminds me of a second-hand car salesman. Kind of does do a bit of an Arthur Daly type, isn't he? Imagine him selling your car.
I think he plays on that, though. I think he does play on that. That he likes. And
that was super from Grealish. He's given the ball away, but God, how he rolled that tackle and everything. Then it's just he's amazing. Right, England back on the attack. Oh, ball through to Sterling. He's on his own.
Oh, go on, Sterling. Go on.
Is he going to put it in?
He's gone round the goalkeeper.
I can't believe he misses. Michael Haig has still got the 3-0. Your bet was gone there, Michael. How he goes round the keeper and then doesn't hit it.
I can't wait to see this.
It was a poor shot considering what he done.
It's an open goal. He can't miss.
Considering what he'd done before that was a poor.
Wait for Charlie's reaction to this. Are we all waiting for it? It's a beautiful ball through to him. He's absolutely on his own with just the keeper to beat. And he completely.
Mason Mount's. Mason Mount's down.
You there yet, Charlie?
No, not yet. Still waiting.
Just talk us through it, Charlie. We need to relive it.
All right. Oh, Grealish quality. Through ball, intercepts. England pressuring.
Wow, you really are behind, aren't you?
Here we are. Luke Shaw. What a ball. He's got to score. Surely.
Oh, there's another chance. Kane
God, here we go.
Oh, and he misses as well.
Oh.
I can't believe what I'm watching. It doesn't matter. It's 3-0, but oh my God. Yes, Mason Mouse, as Jane would call Mason Mount. She liked that.
What is that from Sterling? What is that?
Should have gone for the far left-hand corner, but you know, it's easy to bloody say, really.
Are you all right?
Talk about
Mason Mount here.
I can't wait to see this Kane miss.
Here we go.
I mean, to be fair, he's not even fit. He's not even 100% fit, is he? I'm surprised. I'm surprised he went with this strong of a team, really, against Hungary.
Yeah, I think we need to get over that Euro final. I think that's probably why he's done what he's done. To be fair,
it's it. Oh, what is that? God,
you really are behind.
Yeah, I am.
Are you watching it in slow motion?
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah. Here we are, Luke Shaw on the ball here.
Just hit it straight at the keeper. Just stick it in the corner, man.
It's gone out.
Yeah, Stephen Roberts says the 37-year-old signing, did he come with his own Zimmer frame, Charlie, or did they get him one with signing on fee? No, it was a free. Well, we haven't signed him yet, but we're close to him because I think we're linked with him because he
just quickly here. Oh, good save by Pickford there. Very good save by Pickford.
God. Yeah. But yeah, because Whelan used to play at Fleetwood, that's why. Because Barton seems to sign his mates, as Nappers would say.
Sorry about that, guys. It's my youngest phoning me there. So.
No, what's the referee doing here? Hold on a second. I think there's a penalty shout from Hungary.
Yeah, no, he's not giving it. He's not giving it.
No, I think it's just I think it's 50-50 clash. You know, it's annoying when those are given. It's annoying.
Was that for England or against England?
Ball in from Hungary.
That would have been against us.
Hungary giving it a go all of a sudden, aren't they? But England can now catch them on the break, which we are doing. Which you're just seeing with the Kane being clear, Sterling being clear.
Finish as well, though, isn't it? Just stick a few more in.
This is a great result for us, though, really, isn't it? Because these are second in the table, and this really cements us as going through to the World Cup. Right, England on the attack again. Harry Kane out to Grealish who's in acres of space. Cuts inside. Oh, he tries a little flick and it doesn't come off. Honestly.
I think that is a pen.
I don't know. I think it
was. Hopefully, they'll show it again.
He's not offside there, Grealish. He's not offside.
No.
He's onside the lines clearly. But anyway, it's how does he not score here? He did take it a little bit too wide, didn't he? That was the problem. He took it too wide.
I think too much travel on it.
Yeah, if they're not just shoved it quite, he shoved it around.
I was critical, about the final shot, but at the same time, I think it was just a bit too much pace on there.
Stephen Roberts says, it's time for Barton to go when he's signing Fleetwood rejects. I'd be worried, said Stephen. Oh, Northern Ireland have now gone 4-1 up against Lithuania.
God, Lithuania must be bad. 4-1.
Right, we're coming up to the 82nd minute, and we've made a substitution. Klein Heisler going off, and Gazdag, or whatever, coming on. Gazdag, is that what I say?
Gazdag. Gazdag, is it?
I think it's Gazdag, yeah. I think they were saying Gazdag on here. Must be A's pronounced as O's over there, is it? I know they have weird.
Is that City player playing Adam Nag?
Sounds like a character off Star Trek. Sounds like a Klingon or something, is it? It's like talking Klingon.
Yeah, he plays for Bristol City. Adam Nagy. It looks like it's Nagy, but he says it's Nug. It's really weird.
It's just Nug.
Yeah. I don't think he's playing now.
John Gribben says Hungarians are being racist. Is that why Sterling took his shirt off? Is he getting some sort of racist?
Yeah, that's why he probably done it, and that's why. I mean, even the refs probably don't like him. That's why he's doing. He's probably racist. That's why he's not giving him nothing.
It's a shame. It's a shame we couldn't see the message on his T-shirt because they didn't really show that. I guess we'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah, probably papers, Black Lives Matter with it or something. I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
BLM or something.
But I know that there was concerns before this game.
England are just. Oh no, we lost it. But we have been just totally in control of this game, haven't we? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good win considering because remember at the Euros as well. They drew with France, didn't they?
They did, yeah. I mean, they did pretty well in the Euros, actually. You know, they're no mugs, and we've just really. I mean, we've been in total control of this game. The first half was disappointing, just purely because we didn't. Lingard is now coming on. Is taking off.
Lingard, Jesus.
Lingard for Mount. I suppose he's just bringing a bit more defensive.
He just brings mates, doesn't he? He just brings
some girl's name on his shirt. Apparently, says John. It was just some girls. And I agree with Semi-Charm Life. There's no room for racism whatsoever nowadays. It's pretty poor, isn't it? Really, it's
awful. Yeah, it's awful.
I know there was concerns before this game. You know that.
I don't think there's any black players playing for them, though. Is there? They got any black players in their team? I don't think they have they?
No, that's what I mean. That's why they're.
That's why
saying that team. Remember what happened with Rangers and the team from Czech Republic?
Yeah,
they were that happened, and they had the team from Czech Republic had black players in it, and they were still being racist.
Yes, really, you can't cheer on your own black players and then boo other teams, black players. I mean, black players are great as well, aren't they? They really are. There's some great black players.
Yeah.
Well, look at what Rashford's done for the country. He's done more than what Boris did, really. To be fair, during the lockdown period.
Yeah, of course. And Semi-Charm Live saying it's an absolute disgrace how the lads that missed the penalties versus Italy were targeted with slander. Yeah, it's just, young lads brought on, never even got a touch of the ball. Was it any of their faults? I can't blame any of them, really.
No, I think Southgate maybe should have turned around and said, okay, appointed Sterling, Grealish,
get out of the way, Ref.
Stones.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I think he should have taken that control. I think he should have taken that control away from those players because I think it seemed like, that he went into that. He should
have gone with his more experienced players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Nobody could have, if the more experienced players, made him, didn't do it for whatever reason, then Gareth Southgate couldn't be blamed, could he? Because he played what we'd all have done, his most experienced players. But to play the kids, right? England on the attack again here.
Here we go.
Oh God!
Here we are, Sterling.
That was Saka. Was that? Nearly England pick it up again though. Oh, great ball to Grealish on the inside.
Lovely. Go on.
Oh, shot coming in. Yes, 4-0.
Yes.
What a goal from Phillips.
4-0, man. What's going on here?
4-0. Oh my God. Have I got that score?
You sure that was Phillips or was that Rice? I think that was Rice, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that was Rice.
Oh, it was...
Yeah, that was Rice.
You look at that. I come into the stream and then there's goals. It's crazy.
I'd say, I wish you could do the same for your team.
I know.
I think what you should do, Charlie, is just turn up at half time to each Bristol Rovers game. You win the league. You win the league, mate. You'll go back back up.
Let's get 4-0. Let's get 4-0 up on the scoreboard. There we go. Lovely. 4-0. Thank you very much.
Bit longer in the pub,
What a keeper there. He just spills it again.
Yeah. A few more touches.
We've got Saka and Henderson waiting to come on.
What a ball from Rice. Grealish.
Saka's coming on now.
Grealish.
Ryan Douglas here.
Oh,
Good evening,
Ben,
Ryan.
the keeper. That is terrible.
That's Rice's last contribution.
Taking Grealish off. Well played, Grealish. So Saka's coming on for Grealish.
That is terrible.
It's been a super performance from Jack Grealish. He's been absolutely amazing. Right, Saka coming on now. I think he's a good player, and I don't think he should have been given the penalty. Mark Porter says, I bet Hungary don't get beat 4-0 at home again for a few years. It really has been quite, you can't, you maybe could knock them at half time, but you can't knock them now, can you? Flipping heck. It's been amazing.
I think there's a lot
been so much more adventurous. Exactly what we were saying at half time. We're just, that's a foul.
Oh yeah, he's pulled it.
Got free kick.
Yeah.
How did that keeper though not save that?
The goalie has been a bit poor. John Grimm is saying the goalie has been a bit crap himself, but even so, it probably
he's usually a good keeper, but I don't know. But that's what I mean. It's the fact that
grab hold of him there. Ryan Dummer says, "How shit must France be as they drew with this mob and England beating them?" Well, England are a good team. We should have won the Euros. We should honestly. We're a good team. I don't know what happened in the final. We were the best team. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but you know what happened though, don't you?
I don't know.
Like, do you know?
Start ranting.
Do you know why we lost that final? Do you know why?
We bottled it, really. I think
because Southgate set us up to just sit back.
Yeah, he did.
Italy.
We were too.
We didn't need to. We were too scared, and you can see tonight what a good team we are. We should have played like this against Italy.
We were too scared to lose, and then we ended up losing anyway.
Yeah.
Stephen Roberts says he's glad he didn't open that paint to watch it dry now. He's enjoyed the second half. It's been a fantastic second half, hasn't it? I mean, this is what we want to see. It's been, 4-0 away in Hungary. It's just...
I think there's a lot of promise for this World Cup.
All the rest of it.
How many fouls are they making? God.
We're just honestly, this second half has just shut us all up on it. We've been absolutely superb.
Yeah.
Semi-Charm Life says he remembered saying in the live stream that England needed to be brave, and we have. Yeah, we're all saying it. We needed to be a bit more attack-minded, and we have. Yeah. And this is, this is why don't we do this more? Surely Gareth Southgate can watch this and think, why don't I play like this all the time? Why don't I just do this?
Yeah,
I think Grealish has got to be a shoe-in for
it's got to be right. 2 minutes of extra time is just going up. 2 minutes of extra time, folks. It's all over, isn't it? Bar the shouting. We're going to win this, even if they get a late consolation. It doesn't matter. But
maybe we might get one more.
You never know. We might get 5. Do we want 5, or do we want to go nap? It would be great.
We want 5.
We want 5.
Come on. And we get and we win it back. Well played,
Sterling. No, that's
right. Nice ball forward.
Lovely.
Just too far. Keeper is out that time. Ryan Dunbar's third top arrives tomorrow, and it's a beauty. It's a black one, Blackpool third kit. Excellent.
Unlike ours.
Yeah, who's your man of the match? Post it in the comments below. Eugene McGeever says his is Sterling. From you guys, who's your man of the match for tonight?
Grealish. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Grealish.
To be fair, I would give it to myself because before that it was 0-0, and then when I come in,
Charlie from One Rovers Vlogs is man of the match for coming in and changing. We were shit until One Rovers Vlogs turned up, were we? Stephen Roberts says, I just say just go for it. I'd rather lose being adventurous than win 1-0 boring. Absolutely. Luke, who is your man of the match tonight?
Gotta go Grealish.
Yeah, I'm with you as well. Grealish for me as well. I think he's
quality.
I think he's just so exciting. Every time he touches the ball, you're excited. If he's not putting great balls through like through to
good keeping.
Yeah, if he's not putting like great balls through, he's getting free kicks, isn't he? He's everywhere. He's a great player. He really is a fantastic player.
It's in slow motion in Bristol.
And he'll come on the stick as well, won't he? He'll get even...
It's a bit slow.
Ryan Dunbar's awarding the man of the match to me. Thank you very much.
Just on the third shirts comment, did everybody see Forrest's third shirt?
It's interesting, isn't it?
You want that yellow and orange thing?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, what is that? It looks like I don't know.
Like a
I mean, it
referee's
matches
top.
their
Goalkeeper's top.
their form this season, doesn't it? Just poor.
It just sums us up completely. We've messed up.
And what is going on with Forest? I was going to ask that because they're properly in the mud, aren't they? They're looking very bad, Forest. I mean, I thought we were bad, but Forest in League One, surely not.
Without going over it,
Ward did say he was sick of Championship football. He said he's had enough of it. He's been in it for years and years and years. He wanted to change, so maybe it's going to be a change the wrong. I think that's it. Final whistle has gone.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, good result. Very good result. And
Punk Chef is here. Hello, Jake is here.
God, finally getting back together. Come on.
He can join in if he wants. You can join in. There is a link. I don't know if you want to link to come in. Just let me know, Jake. Punk Chef says, "Bloody love this England team and how they're giving it to them. Well done to them for all the top ship housery. Good stream. Thank you very much, Jake." Northern Ireland won 4-1 away at Lithuania. Semi-Charm Live says, "Well in England." Should we go to? I'll go to Twitter while you guys have a chat.
I'll tell you what. Here's a question for all of you. Can we do it next year?
Can we do it?
What, the World Cup? It's football coming home.
It's
coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think what other.
I think Brazil look good. Brazil look in their. How do you pronounce it? You know, the South American competition.
Yeah, the Copa.
Copa America, yeah.
Copa America. I couldn't remember the bloody name of it. I was going to say something else there, but they look very good. They look good. I don't think Argentina look just there, but they do have Messi.
Yeah, because their defense is poor.
Yeah, and I think it's their last. I think it's going to be Messi's last World Cup, without a shadow of a doubt. I think it would definitely be Ronaldo's last World Cup. So,
well, you never know. You never know with him. He might be playing at the next one when he's like 40. You never know.
So he's 36 at the moment. Yeah, he would be 40 at the next one.
Imagine that.
In America.
Imagine that.
I think it's the oldest player was Roger Miller, wasn't it?
Yeah. How old was he? Like mid
41, I think.
41.
41. Yeah, 41.
Imagine
41.
That.
But I think the oldest ever player in an international, not a World Cup, I believe, was a North Korean player.
Yeah, I think it was because I seen one. He was. I'm pretty sure there's one player in there that he's like still playing in like Japan. He's like 56, like crazy, and he still plays in the like top division, like with like Iniesta and stuff like that.
Just going on Twitter, Bruce Vore says, "Silence the crowd, a job well done." Vanessa says, "Hungary 0, England 4, strong game for the Lions." Absolutely. England England maintain their 100% record in the World Cup. 4 wins after 4 games. It's good, isn't it? Top of the league. Yeah. We've also beaten, the team that was lying in second place. So we've pulled away from them even further. I think we had 9, they had 7. So now we've got 12 and they've still on 7. So we're 5 points clear of second place, aren't we? So
yeah, I think without a doubt we'll be there. We'll be there in Qatar, but I'm confident. I'm confident. The only concern for me is where it's actually hosted. I think it's going to be very, very hot.
It's going to be
air-conditioned stadiums.
It's ridiculous.
Atmosphere.
It makes no sense why it was given to them, does it? No. It never has. It's just so bent. Why it's just ridiculous. And we're having to play it in the middle of our season and just garbage. Kieran Laverick says, "Horrible stuff happening, but you've got to applaud the way the 3 Lions got the job done and laughed in the face of the ridiculous." Ryan says, "Disgusting behaviour from the Hungary fans, throwing things at the England players, sore losers, but they lost 4-0. Owned," he says. Bexon says, "Now that was a proper half of football. Brilliant second half performance, 4-0. Yes, absolutely.
Very good.
There's one that was saying
good in the end.
It was the crappiest half of football. Yes, it's all because Charlie came in. They don't know, you see.
Yeah,
Sean Sutton says hostile doesn't even begin to describe the atmosphere tonight. Still, job done for England and 3 points. Absolutely. Things you love to see, says Nick. Brilliant performance from the 3 Lions. 4 goals, 3 points. Solid night's work. Amar Singh says, so Declan Rice is my new favourite player for England. Mike Pellegrini says, what a great performance from England tonight. Goals from Raheem Sterling, Harry Kane, Harry Maguire, and Declan Rice secure England the win.
Yeah, all different scores as well, which is nice to see.
Yeah, four goals. Four scores. Jack says, hashtag England have 1 foot in Qatar 2022. Beat Poland next week and we'll essentially be there. Yeah, so that's a big game now, isn't it, against Poland? If we can win that, we'd
surely got to beat Poland. I mean, I know they've got some good players, but England are going to be, because we always get easy. We always get easy like qualifiers, don't we? I can't remember if the last time we had a hard group.
Well, to be honest, we stuffed up 2008.
What was that? Was that the one where we had Wally with the brolly?
Yeah, Wembley? I think we completely stuffed that one up. I don't even think it was that tough a group. But I just think it was a shambles. Absolutely shambles from start to finish.
I remember, I think I was like 12 at the time, I think. And even then, I can still remember the article, just like Wally with a ball, and he's just stood there like an absolute. And because that wasn't that what keeper was it? Was it Robinson? Was it made the mistake was it or no?
Yeah, I think
or Rob Green.
Could have been.
Was it Scott Carson?
Yeah, Carson. Yeah, it was. Carson. Yeah.
He just completely spilled it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Here's a fact for you from the coach's voice. No England managers recorded 40 wins in fewer games than Gareth Southgate. He's done so in his first 62 games, the exact amount of games it took Sir Alf Ramsey. Wow. So there you are. Nobody's recorded that many wins. I mean,
there's stats, and then there's stats.
There is stats. I mean, he does seem to be able to, win in the qualifiers, win in the group stage of the cups, but then, when it comes to the actual finals, when it really matters, we've got Jake coming in. Let's just add him in. One more. There we go. Hello, Jake.
All right.
This is for those that are watching. This is Punk Chef 41 Sheffield Wednesday.
I thought that'd be a
it's Jake. Hello, Jake. How are you feeling? There? Today?
Very happy with that tonight. They put a solid performance in.
Yeah.
It just shows us.
Second half, I would say it was great. First half was a little bit slow and boring, wasn't it? It was.
It shows us that we can turn it on when we need to.
Exactly. Why didn't you do that in the final?
I have a funny feeling this is Gareth Southgate basically going, look, I know what I did in the final.
Yeah,
I know we were a bit short.
I know it messed up.
But a lot of people have said you give Gareth Southgate an attacking team, he will play attacking players and go goal. He did it when he was the youth team, bringing them up for the youth team. You speak to any of the youth team lot, they say it was always an attacking team.
Yeah,
they always used to score a lot. So for me, it just shows you what we can do, and that positivity we still had, even though we lost, is still there with this team. And this team has got something to prove, and it's a chip on the shoulder, which I love in a team, because it shows them that they've got something to fight for and something to prove. And if you're absolutely right, if you've got a team that wants something to prove, they run through brick walls, they'll put tackles in, they'll go for it all. And that mentality is huge going into the next fix.
Yeah,
I think you're absolutely right, and I think there is a togetherness with this team, and maybe the pain of the Euros will make sure they never do that again. And would we take losing the Euros to win the World Cup? Would that be
definitely?
Yeah.
Well, if we've got to a semi-final, lost one. We got to a final, lost it. Can we just go one better and win this World Cup?
The progression normally is, if you look at teams that do it, normally go on and win one after this, because they're that amped up. And look at the celebrations, how they just gave it to them. My background says it all. They don't care who they piss off. And tonight, they really don't care who pissed off. And at the same time, they stood up for Sterling. They stood up for everyone.
Yeah.
And their celebration, yes, it was you could go it was a bit too far, but yeah, it was too far what they were doing with what they were doing. So for them to pick up a drink it, to put arms out a lot, it tells them where to go. And hopefully Hungary don't get to play in front of their fans for the rest of the qualifications.
Well, they've been disgraceful tonight, aren't they? I mean, if that was England, if this was in England and we were doing that at Wembley, we would be
it'd be everywhere, wouldn't it? It'd be
oh
everywhere.
My God, it would be.
We'd get crucified.
We actually would.
We're getting labelled as the hooligans that we are, and back to the old days.
Yeah. And fans banned from travelling and all that sort of stuff. You just know it would be coming, don't you? You know, if that was the case.
And you had it in the final where people were trying to get in with no tickets, and it made us look bad.
That was terrible, wasn't it? That was. God.
Yeah, but then you look at what happened after this, and it's all right. England fans going, yeah, well done for this, but there was so many people who racially abused our own players, countrymen who deserved to be in that team, deserved to be in the country, whatever you're going to say. Yeah, racism in football will never go away, but the way they responded, some people are going to turn around and go, "Oh, that was a bit out of order with the way they were doing it." I don't think it was. I think that was very English comedy factor way of turning around and telling someone to fuck off, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I mean, you hope that there is no place for racist abuse, but if they do get it, I hope it kind of motivates them to be even, it makes them angry and makes them play even better than, you know what I mean? It kind of motivates them. But I mean, you look at the scenes here where they're throwing these cups at the players. It's absolutely disgraceful. It really is.
The thing
flare going on there. Look, there's a flare on the pitch they're showing at the same time. It was just horrible and just so unnecessary. And I don't know, they have a different mentality than us, don't they? Out there, they're not, they're just
it's just terrible, isn't it? Really, the racism. Like, if you go over to, like, some people think it's bad here, but go over to like Hungary, Italy, stuff like that. God, it's
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria game.
Yeah. To be honest, we should have walked off the pitch that game.
Yeah, it was really bad, wasn't it? And there's
on
no
the
need
Northern Ireland goal. The keeper in net is our keeper we got on loan from Burnley. That's his second penalty save this season.
Wow.
And the one he did for Wednesday, he had his eyes shut when he did it.
That's mad.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, because there were two League One keepers on international duty that saved penalties, because the one on loan at Portsmouth saved Ronaldo's. Gavin Bazunu, that I didn't even know.
That for the Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, Republic. Yeah,
he's a good talent, him as well.
Yeah, he's quality.
I can see him getting Man City team in the future.
Yeah,
it's been a good night, I think, for English football tonight, and I think it's good to see that they've bounced back already. It's like it's gone. The Euro finals gone, and they really, who was it? Well, who was expecting 4-0 tonight? Would any of you would have it?
To be honest, I thought it was going to be a 1-0 where everybody moans about it afterwards. But I think.
Yeah.
I think we had to get that final out of our system. I think, and he's managed it really well. The first half, it was boring. It's pass, but we was never not in control of that.
Yeah, exactly. We were always in control of the game. We were very much in
we were
control
all
of the game.
nervous that we would have a Gareth Southgate player hangover. But I think Gareth Southgate is the perfect manager to have for these players after that, because he's been through it. He knows it. Because for a fact, the moment that final whistle would have done, it'll be hurting inside, but it'll be like, right, which sports psychologist do I have to ring? Which one do I need to put an arm around? Which one do I have to know who to not motivate? Because you can imagine something like Jack Grealish in here, or Harry Kane or Maguire. They don't need the motivation. But those young lads who you got to remember, the lads who took their penalties in that thing didn't have much of a tournament. And I reckon if you have those lads take them and they play the entire tournament, they probably go. But
that's what I mean as well, because he took them off. No, he took them on. He put them on with like a minute to go, wasn't it, of extra time? And you're thinking but I mean, it was good. It was good. It was good to just win though, because of the fact that this could have been a potential banana skin easily. Because like we said earlier, the way they performed at home, the same stadium they played at in the Euros. But yeah, easy by the looks of it.
It puts a little bit of the cup final to bed, and we can move on and look forward to the rest of this qualification.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah,
totally agree. It's just it's encouraging, isn't it? You know, I'm encouraged by the second half performance. I was, you know, I think we all were a little bit disappointed with the first half, weren't we? Because we were so much in control, but we didn't seem to want to go forward, didn't seem to want to score a goal. But second half, we were phenomenal in England. I think that's actually one of the best halves of football I've seen for England in a long time. Yeah. Something that good. I mean, it just was amazing.
I'd love to know what got said in the dressing room.
Yeah, exactly. Whether Southgate.
I can imagine getting Southgate angry.
No, he doesn't seem it. He kind of seems like the person if you spilled coffee on him in the morning, you know, he'll should be like, it's okay. Fine.
Another
coffee.
Yeah, he's like a nice guy, isn't he? He's a really nice guy. But you know, we're sat 5 points clear at the top. Just Poland now, really, and that's on Wednesday, isn't it? I think that's Wednesday. Who have we got on Sunday?
I didn't think Poland were very good at the Euros. I thought Poland were poor.
Yeah, they were bad.
They beat Albania 4-1 tonight. They beat Albania 4-1 Poland, so they won 4-1. Who have we got on Sunday? What's the game on Sunday? Just off the top of my head, I've forgotten. Are we playing?
Is it Andorra or something like that?
Is it Andorra? Well, we'll smash them, won't we?
Sure.
So we're going.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would say we could almost lose against Poland and still get through.
Oh man, I do not want to lose against the Polish. Jesus Christ.
No, I to be honest, I don't think we will. I don't think we will. If we play like that, you know, even if we play because Hungary are a better team than Poland.
Yeah.
You know, they are a better team. Even if we play, you know, half to that level, I think we'll beat Poland.
Yeah, just don't let him cross it in the box. Just don't let him cross it to Lewandowski, otherwise they will score. Because you've seen at the Euros, they were really, really struggling because they were just marking him out of the game, and they had like no.
The thing is that people know that that's the only goal threat, and the problem with Poland is they were that kind of team that had that golden generation. You get into the tail end of that now, so you see a new team pick up the Poland mantle and be that golden generation for that country. I got it that it's going to be Denmark. I think Denmark are going to go on to that kind of spell of being like not going to get there because they look solid at the Euros.
Yeah.
Would you say that this is our golden generation? Because they always used to say about the Beckhams, the Lampards, the Gerrards.
I do, but I don't like saying it anymore because every time we say it, we curse the team. So I'd rather just be a football team.
I think we're probably, you know, although those players, you know, Beckham, let's be honest, he was one of the best players in the world. You know, he was. Maybe at times, you know, a little bit overrated at the start of his career, but he did build into one of the best players in the world. I think Gerrard and Lampard, I don't think they played together. I don't think they played very well together, those two. I think they were too much of a likeness. You know, although you could say, yeah, those were individually our best players, this is more our, you know, a unit. This is more a team, you know, of talented individuals. I think Grealish will be one of the best players in the world, if not at one point with Messi and Ronaldo eventually retiring, if not the best.
You know what I liked about tonight's game is that Kane didn't score because the narrative would be on Kane. Everything would have gone to Harry Kane finally got his scoring boots after a terrible summer or whatever.
He did score, though. He did score.
He did, but you know what I mean? It was that kind of thing. It didn't feel all around him.
Yes, no.
On Twitter.
There was 4 of them scored. You know,
so if you imagine if it was just the Kane show, you would have gone, or if you just got, like, you got the one, but say if he missed a load of others, it would be gone the other way. You know what I mean? In the press. Because the transfer window has been all about Kane.
I know, it's all about him, hasn't it? I mean, I think, you know, there's a lot of excitement for me anyway, as an England fan, that they're a young team. You know, there's a lot of young players in that team, and there's there's young players coming in as well. You know, even younger players coming in.
Yeah, the team, right? The youth.
How many of
the youth is great.
How many of these players are players that have worked with Southgate before, though? Before he got the England job? Because I think nearly half.
Yeah, probably a lot
already.
Mount, Bellingham, James.
There'll be a fair few that have been in that under-21 team that he was coaching and stuff. So they already know him. So they know what they're expecting. So it's not like they're expecting it. If you're going into somewhere and say you're getting a new job, but it's a former manager that you've worked with before, you know how he works, don't you? You know what his things are, so you can fit into it better. So I think I've got no problem with how the team plays at time. I think I'd like to see us go off the front foot a lot earlier next game. And just go and do that against Poland.
Well, I suppose we settle for that every game, though. When we had settled for a 0-0 at half time and a 4-0 at the end of it, would be brilliant. But I think it is good to kind of I think they should learn. Well, you hope they're going to learn from that second half that they are good enough to go at teams. They are good enough to take teams on. They've got players that can hurt. I mean, some of those balls. I mean, the ball that Grealish put through. It was an incredible ball. I mean, and it didn't even get a goal, but that player can do those sort of things. There's, Shaw seems to be, is really cemented his position as a left back, hasn't he?
Remember a couple of years ago, Shaw was seen as never going to get an England spot again.
Yeah,
it was crazy, wasn't it? Because it was all after the Mourinho and all that.
And Southgate, he turned into a world beater, and he was the player of the tournament for me for England. And he didn't get any. And the problem is, he got none of the recognition because the goal was so early.
I know. And it was a great goal, wasn't it?
It was.
Just how it didn't continue on. So just looking through the team quickly tonight, I've just been getting it up on my phone. We got, Jordan Pickford didn't do much wrong, just that one, kick where he should have kicked it away. That was it, really, wasn't it? Apart from that, he was steady. Everything he cleared up at any ball. He didn't have a lot to do, to be honest. He probably could have spent the whole game sat on a deck chair.
He did make a good save in that second half. There was a good save that he did make.
He could have done what the Birmingham City player did at the weekend and just sat in the sand and waited for the throw-in to take.
Kyle Walker,
dependable.
Didn't do anything wrong. I like him.
I think that's the other mad thing with England is that there's so many right backs. Like you got Walker. And then you got there's so many like there's even players that aren't getting called up, but you've got like Trent, James, or Trippier, Wan-Bissaka, Lamptey, Aarons, even that are in the under-21s. It's mental, the amount of right backs. I've never seen anything like it.
It's a good mix of youth and experience as well.
There is, isn't there?
Because when you think of Sterling, he's been in that team for so long. He's a veteran.
Yeah, he's nearly 27 now.
And he's still only, he's still at his peak, isn't he, really?
He's still technically, you know what I mean? He's still there.
Absolutely.
You still think of him as a youth team player because he just performs.
He does. Obviously Harry Kane. Just going through them. Luke Shaw, obviously, I think we're all agreed had another outstanding game. Just didn't put foot wrong, did he? Really, just nothing. He is just quality, isn't he? Declan Rice,
solid.
Solid.
Very
well taken goal as well. Very, very good goal.
I'm surprised West Ham kept him in that transfer window actually, because I thought he was one that would have been sniffed at.
Somebody's calling me on the thing, but obviously don't know I'm still on the show.
Yeah, West Ham are doing bits. West Ham are doing bits. That's why Rice ain't going anywhere.
John Stones, I thought he was played really well. Harry Maguire, but both centre halves were solid, weren't they?
Yeah.
Jack Grealish, for me.
Oh, Grealish is phenomenal.
He's exciting, isn't he? You get like you almost feel like your excitement building when when the ball goes out to Grealish.
He's creative. He keeps the ball well.
My alarm. Just one sec.
Oh yeah. But with just going on to that, but yeah, Grealish keeps the ball well. He's creative. He's got great awareness as well. Grealish.
Yeah,
can
that's the thing as
imagine
well.
him
He pulls
doing-
players away from him as
Yeah.
well. Like he'll get like 2 on him, then you'll have like Sterling just run down or someone like that. It's very good.
Yeah.
If you watch that, I think it was for the 4th goal, where he was running down that left-hand side. He was looking up. He knew exactly where everybody was. He knew exactly where
He
everybody
could have
was.
done it
and what to
without even
create.
looking up. He could have just took the ball and done it.
Callum's saying, "Where's Jane tonight?" She's in Polton. She's on a night out in Polton, if you need to know. And I'm picking her up probably around about 10:30ish, 11:15. So, yeah, so I'm going to go and get her from Polton. So that's where she is. For those that want to know where she is tonight. So we've had a lads night tonight, haven't we?
Yeah.
No girls in this stream. It's good.
I also think Grealish is going to massively improve in the little time he's going to have with Pep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think Pep said he's going in 2023.
Still got
Is
2
he?
years. It's all right.
They got 2
Yeah.
years, and he improved Sterling by 1,000%.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
No
has.
disrespect to Aston Villa, but when players are playing in top sides, which Man City are, they are going to improve. That's what I think. Jude Bellingham has come on leaps and bounds. He was already good when he was at Birmingham, but had he not made that move to Borussia Dortmund, he could well
wouldn't be
have been
anywhere
left
near the
behind.
England team, would
It's
he?
nice to be talking about an English player in that sense.
It is, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's exciting, and I agree with you. I think that the transfer to Man City for him is brilliant for England because he is only going to get better, isn't he?
Yeah.
And,
Well, look at the
and
team.
Pep is an
Kyle
amazing
Walker,
coach.
Sterling, Grealish. It
Yeah.
would have been even better if Kane actually went there because they would have just played with each other all the time. and got used to
Imagine
it, but
that.
Yeah.
Like 4 of them.
It's unbelievable how that move didn't come about, really, isn't it? I still can't understand why he didn't, what happened, or why he
Daniel
didn't go.
Levy, he's mastered the black arts.
I
Yeah.
think he is,
Yeah.
but
My only concern, actually, for this World Cup coming up, though, is what happens if Kane gets an injury.
We haven't got anyone else.
Okay. No, I don't think we've got anybody to near that standard. Rashford's good, but I don't.
Yeah, but-
He's no replacement for Harry Kane.
Saying that though, he was very poor at the tournament just gone,
yeah,
and you could easily play someone else because you got Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's probably just as good as.
Let's see what Greenwood does this season.
Yeah, but that was an interesting thing because I seen that after the Wolves game or whatever, and basically Solskjaer and Southgate have their little chats, and basically he was saying that he wants to keep him at Man United. He's still got time because obviously he's only like 19, isn't he?
Yeah.
Crazy, really. He's been playing for like 2 years already, but it'd be interesting.
It will.
I think that's the thing with like strikers. Apart from because Rashford ain't a striker, but we've got players that can play there, but that aren't. Because if you think about it, there's only like Kane, Calvert-Lewin, Bamford, but Bamford's only just got called up, and he's like what? I think he's the same age as Kane, like 28. Bamford, so
yeah, I think he is.
This is where we're lucky we get goal from a lot of other areas than up top.
Yeah.
We do
They
get
all
we
pitch
do get goals from different places on the pitch, which is really good. Callum Cole is obviously concerned about Jane being in Polton without a coat on. She's in the pub, Callum, so don't worry about it. I will be picking her up. She'll be in the pub.
Yeah, I wonder what I said then. It was like,
she won't be without a coat. Don't worry about her. She doesn't need a hood up or a coat on because she'll be having a beer or two in the pub.
Oh, I couldn't blame her.
Yeah, I'll be picking her up, so she only has to get out of the pub door and into the car, so she'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So, well, we move on. England move on to Sunday. We'll be doing a live stream. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys are free for it. You want to come in on that one?
Could well be.
Jane will be here for that one, I would imagine. I think it should be
Andorra, is it? Andorra.
Yeah,
I
think so, if I'm not wrong.
What do we do for Andorra, actually? Because the thing is let's be honest, they're not a talented side.
Just play a backup team. Bamford.
Yeah, do we stick with what has been working so well, keep getting that momentum, just keep this going off the back of the Euros?
Yes, it's Andorra
and going to the World Cup, they're absolutely on fire.
they're like really poor, as in like even like probably Sheffield Wednesday or even Bristol Rovers could probably get a good result against Andorra. They're very bad.
I mean, they're like the sort of, are they as bad as San Marino? They're on that sort of level, aren't they? Where really,
that's what I mean.
Like a bloody hatful past
players and stuff.
It's
bus drivers and all that.
Because I'm not sure if you pick the same team and just go with that momentum, or you. The problem you got with these kind of games is you've got Premiership managers who were in ears at times going, right, it's not a nothing game. I don't need an injury.
That's what I mean. You might as well just play backup. Like give Bamford his debut, give Cody a game, give Pope a game,
Trent Alexander,
give them,
just give them all everyone out.
Yeah, and then play your strong team against the Polski.
Callum Cole says he wants to go on the piss with Jane. You go on the piss with Jerry Yates in Blackpool. That's who we want to go on the piss with. But yeah, going on the piss with Jane would be great.
I want to go on the piss with Gary McDean. It's fun.
Yeah, he's a goal machine. We signed him on a free.
Leon Clark, we signed him on a free.
Oh, don't talk to me about Leon Clark. He
scored against you twice, didn't he, in that last game?
He kicked the advertising board when we went down to Crystal Palace and got himself substituted because he broke his bloody foot.
Really?
Yeah.
What, kicking the
he got really excited for the goal he scored and then kicked the advertising board
and he broke his foot.
Jesus Christ,
it's literally like retirement FC down Rovers now. Whelan ain't signed, but it'll be soon. And then Leon Clark. Yeah,
all you need now is Chris Brunt. And you got a Wednesday.
Nah, not Chris Brunt. Jesus, I think he's retired anyway, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, how are Wednesday?
Second.
Is it looking a bit better at Wednesday?
Yeah.
We've been allowed to sign players. The chairman's not getting in the way. He's in Thailand, so he can't do anything. It's actually really lovely. We signed Saido Barahimo on transfer deadline day.
Oh, right. Okay.
And he worked really well under Moore with West Brom. And it's a lovely time to be a Wednesday fan at it because it doesn't feel as toxic. We've hit the reset button, 14 players in. It's lovely.
He's a good manager as well, Darren Moore. You know what I mean? He's a good manager. So
I've got some sticks on some Donny Rover fans this season already. So yeah,
yeah, I'm sure you're getting some stick. I mean, they're actually so angry. You know, their fans are getting really
I saw
really
that
annoyed.
clip that Aaron put up earlier. You put up earlier.
I tell you what, he's got like I thought he was bad on air, but he's got like I'm on this. Yeah, because I'm still on this other show of him, and he's just there, and he's
you can see the clip, Leon.
Yeah.
Charlie retweeted it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, there's a clip, and he's like,
is he ranting?
He's just so positive, like really positive, even though they're doing bad. Like season.
I still remember him being on the FVP when I came on with Darren Mortback and said, we're gonna get we're going to get hungry. You're like, oh, Donny.
Honestly.
I used to live in Donny. I'm a Donny lad. I think Fran Lampard might have an issue coming into Donny.
He was on about, they were going to, it was Lampard, wasn't it? It was one of them. And
Lampard, Benitez.
Benitez was the thing. Yeah, Benitez was there.
Yeah, then he thought he was going to sign Greg. Greg was never going there. And he was like, he said on the other show, he was like, I'm on. He was like on Monday, we're signing Greg. It's going to be announced tomorrow. Then his own fans were like kicking off to him, like, "Where's Greg?" And everyone was like, no.
He does. He does. To be fair, set himself up for a bit of a fall, doesn't he? With his, he's so.
He's a try. Let's put it that way.
He is a try. I mean, God bless
seen
him.
A fan like that before, honestly, never.
He's like totally deluded, isn't he? He's like Comical Ali, isn't he? The guy in the in the war where there's troops are coming in on the screen behind him, and he's saying, no, we haven't seen any of we haven't seen any insurgents here. They're all sort of like on the screen behind him, aren't they? Soldiers are walking in with the guns.
What's that?
I have a question for you, Charlie. Is he still lying down when he's on shows?
No, I mean he hasn't done it for a while anyway, but he still like talks over people, like he always does.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's talking, he's just like, yeah. I don't know. Crazy.
He goes on and on and on. Yes,
It's madness.
Oh well, his heart's in the right place.
We'll have to do an FVP catch up.
Yeah,
get him on. Get him on. He'd be like,
Oh,
Johnny
God.
is going up.
Can you imagine Door on this one? He thought it was bad under Lamucci.
Oh,
mate,
crikey,
I
you
would
missed
love
the
to
door
see
and
that.
anything.
Oh, Door's hilarious. I've been going on the this thing on a Sunday night with Door on, and he's hilarious, isn't he? He's not happy at the moment at all. He's not
already
happy about
calling
it.
for shooting out, so
Yes, of course he is. Yes, of course he is. But,
Door in the mud.
he's not happy.
Imagine
He's
that though, if they got relegated to League One. Have
That
they ever
Well, he
been in
did
League
say
One?
he
They
did
have,
say
before.
he did say that he'd had enough of the championship. He was sick of it. You know, he'd been in
Yeah, he was like,
He-
I
Come and
remember
do
him saying
League
that.
One, it's not that great, mate.
he was bored of it.
Yeah, I remember him
I'm
saying
quite
that.
happy with the championship, you know.
I think it's a great league, the championship.
I wish the referees were a little bit better in League One, and some of our players are learning how you get hit, but also
Mate, League
referees
Two is
learning how to hit
terrible.
them back.
League
We're
Two
there.
is shocking.
We're getting some bad ones in the championship so far. They don't seem much better to me in the championship, but I know they get rid of there's like they have a cull of them, don't they, about Christmas time where they get rid of quite a few of them who don't make the grade. So
Yeah.
some of these referees are not up.
Yeah,
to it, I think.
I got to be honest. You know, I'm not missing League Two at all. You know, I bet it's horrible. Trips to bloody Sutton, Harrogate, Barrow. Already been there.
We had it with our fan going, "Oh, we lost to Morecambe. It's Morecambe, and they deserved to win." But people like, "We're going to Morecambe, and our next game is Plymouth," and people were going, "It's a 4-hour drive." It's like, yes,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Lots.
You forgot to hear about Charlie becoming Sean Dyche.
Yeah. Dyche won it. I had a.
Yeah, you lost your voice completely.
Did you?
Yeah,
You turned into Sean Dyche.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 'cause it was that never a foul. Because obviously Lee's on the championship one, and me and Jake were on there, and it was after the first. It was Mansfield away, and I was going mental. The ref was terrible, and I went on the show, and it was worse than it was like Sean Dyche with a really bad chesty cough. It was bad.
Sean Dyche.
Terrible. Yeah.
He always does sound like he needs to clear his throat, doesn't he? Sean Dyche.
Yeah. He
Wow,
loves
there's some
Bournemouth.
terrible pictures here on the TV of this Twister and stuff. Is that in America? It's
Yeah, America.
really bad, isn't it?
They've got
Bloody
floods in New York as well, and all that kind of stuff. It's a bit of a mess.
cars
Yeah.
floating down the streets. It really is, isn't it? Wow, it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it near New York?
Blackpool doing? Are they
New
doing all right?
Orleans, I think, wasn't it?
Was it New Orleans again?
Yeah,
Bloody hell.
New Orleans. They always get hit.
Blackpool are. Well, we're not getting the rub of the green with referees, if I'm being honest. But we're sort of
Seen
playing.
the vlog. Seen the vlog. Lee was just raging. He was like, "Come on, ref."
Play like
Yeah,
you did
it's
against
92
us, though,
rating
Lee.
is
You'll
what?
be fine.
Yeah, no, we're playing
You're
all
playing.
right. We're not playing so bad. It's just we had a man sent off at Millwall, which didn't help. It was a bit of a soft one, to be honest. It was one of those where they're going to give it, but to be honest, it was only a little arm across. The guy went down like he'd been poleaxed, and just it was.
I think there's 3 worse teams than you in that league. I think one is Forest, one's Forest.
Yeah.
That pleased Mr. Dorr, but I think from what I've seen of Forest
Derby
so
are not
far,
looking so good either, are they?
Yeah,
I think
imagine that both of them.
That would be
Both of them
interesting.
having their
If they both
derby in
went down.
League One.
If Sheffield Wednesday going up, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
and I'll tell you what, the
I
other
don't know
side.
what's happened with Derby, and they didn't get a point deduction. They did worse than we did.
It's ridiculous. What
I think
suspended
Reading are
doesn't-
struggling.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, they
Reading,
don't seem to be doing
Have you
so
seen
well,
who they
do they?
signed? Have you seen it? They signed like Andy
Drinkwater.
Carroll, Drinkwater, Scott Dan, and some other Chelsea left.
Have they
back.
actually signed Andy Carroll?
I think
I
so.
thought-
gone through.
Oh, it didn't go
Oh.
through.
I
thought it did.
I think it did.
But
Hmm.
they're a bit of a basket case of a club, aren't they? Really, let's be honest. They
I
really
find it
are.
funny that their stadium's now called the Car Lease Stadium after all the things they do to lease the stadium back to themselves.
Well, supposedly last season they were spending 300 and something. I think it was 370% of their turnover on wages. Now you can't sustain that.
No.
I just, and I'm surprised FFP hasn't got hold of them sooner.
There's a lot of teams in that bracket that next season it's going to be interesting to see who's in it, because a lot of them are. The problem is a lot of people you've seen the championship do this kind of weird thing where it's going, right, we haven't got all the money here, and League One, League Two, all the small lower leagues have done this weird thing where we've gone, right, we have to be careful with this FFP. Premiership and everyone else in the world have just gone, sod it.
Yeah.
With no FFP, we can't get punished, we're just going to go for it. Yeah,
exactly. It's Sunderland have spent quite. They've had a massive transfer window, haven't they? Them,
look at it,
so they're going for it.
Which have done well, but they haven't bent much. That's what people keep forgetting. They've done pretty much what we've done. It's a lot of frees and
most of them
they have bent little.
Yeah,
they haven't had a very good start to the season, though, have they?
Yeah, a lot of players in now. 19 players in.
Yeah, they bought 19. We bought 16 with another possible 2. So basically, us and Ipswich are just copying each other. Differently.
What they need to do now is get a manager arrested and level with you.
Yeah. Well, we better not talk about Barca. We can go on all night. God knows what's going to happen to him. I'm going to have to go soon, guys, because I've got to go and pick up Jane in Polton. So don't leave her there, seeing as Callum's worried about her not having a coat and everything. So I must make sure I don't leave her standing somewhere with no coat and no hood. So it's been a pleasure. It's been really good. It's been a fabulous night. If you just tuned in and you didn't know, England have won 4-0 away in Hungary, and it's just been a masterclass second half. I think England were just superb. Goalkeeper could be at fault for a couple of the goals, I've got to say. I've seen him on the replays, and they were pretty bad goalkeeping, wasn't it? But you can only beat what's in front of you, and England played superb, and it could have been more, couldn't it, to be honest?
A lot more, yeah.
So thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to go to the closing scenes. I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully we will be back on Sunday for, obviously, England versus Andorra, and then we'll be back for the big one against Poland, isn't it? If we can win that one, then I think that's it, and we're through to these silly World Cup finals in a silly country at a silly time. Just
not
so
like
it's
you're
all.
bitter.
You what to say?
Boiling
Not
off.
like you're bitter about it.
Yeah, should have been in England, shouldn't it? For Christ's sake, they've had to build a complete country, haven't they? They've had to build. Not only did they have no football stadiums, but they didn't actually have any towns to actually put football stadiums in, or railways, or how many thousands have died building this damn thing? Where
they've never qualified for it.
No, they never qualified. No, it's and do you think after the World Cup's over, it's going to make football fantastic in Qatar?
No.
Is it really going to bring football?
Song in it. There's that song. Here comes the money.
It's just a joke of a thing, and I don't know. We had all the stadiums we could do a World Cup tomorrow, couldn't we, in England? Thank you very much. See you later, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and thanks. Don't forget. Make sure you subscribe to Craig's Up the Cherries in all departments, is it?
Yeah, UTC IAD. If you search for that and put UTC IAD AFC Bournemouth, it'll pop up.
The Cherries in all departments. We've got one Rovers Vlogs, Charlie, who is Bristol Rovers, of course. We've got Punk Chef 41, who is a Sheffield Wednesday supporter. So thanks a lot, guys. We're going. Bye. See you later.
Coming home.
Yep.
And if you're still here at the end, you always have an Avengers ending. So we're still here. We've not got anywhere. For all those that know Lee Shaw's, we have an Avengers ending. So thanks a lot. It's a great night for England. We're going to win the World Cup, aren't we? Are we going to win the World Cup, guys?
Yeah. It's coming home.
Is football coming home?
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.